Okay, we are live. Yeah, 1 second, guys. Let me replay the intro. It won't be the full thing, and I'll be ready in 1 second. Okay. Turns out we did do the full thing. Hello, everybody! Welcome, welcome! I hope we are all doing well. Let's turn the music volume up. I can't... Maybe the music just isn't playing right now. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Today is expansion launch day. Well, okay, not... well, actually, technically it is expansion launch day. It hasn't been 24 hours yet. But yeah, it released yesterday at 5. And we're starting our playthrough, basically. We're going to be doing an LP of Visions of Eternity, just as we did Secrets of the Obscure 2 years ago, just as we did Janthea Wilds 1 year ago. We are starting to feel it now, I think, like, that the content is pretty regular. Like, it really, it feels very, very recent to me that we were just wandering around. I mean, almost like it was yesterday, right? Doing the Lowland Shore stuff, and then we went off to Janthea Century. Of course, just 3 months ago, we had Bavanisos and all of that stuff that was going on. And, yeah, well, the story continues. So this is probably the biggest scope mini-X-Pack that they've done so far, just because they've actually reintroduced elite specializations, which is very exciting, and of course means that we will have hero points to gather. We're actually going to get what I would call, quote-unquote, a proper expansion experience here, where we power up as we go. So basically what I'm going to do, guys, is even though I could max Evoker out immediately, I'm not going to. I'm going to slowly build it up as we get the hero challenges. Or at least that's my hope, anyway. That's what I did on the other LPs. You know, when we did the End of Dragons Let's Play, I didn't use mounts until we actually earned them there. It just feels like that's a little bit more fun to me. It's artificial, but powering up as you play through an RPG is kind of a big thing. So, and in that way, we'll learn about it. Now, if you guys are watching this on a playlist view, maybe way off into the distant future, you won't know this, but 2 days ago, I did like a final episode of Janthea Wilds, and I let you all vote on which class we were going to play, which elite spec we were going to try. And you guys all voted on lists. Well, not all, but it was pretty big. Like 30% of people out of the 4 options wanted to see Evoker. And that, of course, means that we're actually doing a series on lists, which I haven't done for ages. We could actually get her into kind of an Inquest-y looking outfit, because it is pretty fitting that she's an Asura. In fact, we could start this at Rata Sum. Of course, it's Halloween too. That's something that you might, you know, if you are watching this way off into the future, it's easy to forget often, but this actually launched with Halloween. It was really interesting right at release for me to look and see how many people were still in the labyrinth. And look, there's a lot of people still just farming. I mean, Christ, an expansion just released, and these people are choosing to still just get their trick-or-treat bags. I mean, I suppose they might be free-to-play players. They might be people who didn't have the 20 quid for the expansion or whatever. So, you know, or they're waiting for reviews, or they're opposed to pre-orders and all that stuff, which is totally fair and totally right. So anyway, let's go to Rata Sum. Now, I've just been cleaning Liss's inventory. Generally speaking, it's okay. Here's the situation we've got. First of all, a weapon chest from the Wizard's Vault. Some stuff from the Incursion event that just happened. This plush Zaita backpack, actually, I can delete. That's a part of the new festival collection. Code and cache keys are actually the last X-Pack. I'll probably get rid of those at some point. I'm wondering if these rift motivations and stuff still matter. Like, rifts, I'm guessing, are going to be a part of this new X-Pack. So they might be worth holding on to. But yeah, we have a little Halloween section down here, in which, you know, trick-or-treat bags and stuff. I could have got rid of these, but the thing is, guys, every day, it's not going to appear in the Let's Play, but there's still, like, quite a bit of Halloween left as a festival. It's not actually technically been Halloween IRL yet. So I'm going to be doing those daily. So it's going to be flooding my inventory with more of this stuff as I open trick-or-treat bags. So I'm just leaving it here for now. Like, we've got some finishers, tonics. At the bottom, I've rearranged things slightly. So this section down here is like what I call my junk area. So when you're playing the game, you just randomly get Aether keys, and they're such a pain in the ass to clean out. So I just have them at the bottom and let them stack up, and that to me is clean. All right, so I've had 17 that I haven't had to deal with. Encoded orders are like that. These sea urchins are like that if you get to a certain point with your legendary collections. Purple potatoes, indigo mushrooms, baubles, because I get these from my home instance every day. Fire orchid seeds, bandit death marks. And then, of course, you got the medallion things as well. So I have the rare ones here. And actually in my account slots, I have the masterwork ones. So basically, the bottom row is like junk stuff. There's food, and then utilities on top. There's fishing items. I assume there'll be fishing in the X-Pack, so I keep them. And then there's like tools, right? Prototype position rewinder, experimental rifle, pet whistle, and so on and so on and so on and so on. So yeah, it's pretty clean, and hopefully in this way, as we just play through, we'll be able to have a nice clean inventory and see the stuff that we're getting. You know, another thing we could do, we could begin the story here, guys, at Rata Sum, at our original home. Look at this, the Applied Development Lab. This isn't actually technically Snaff's lab, is it? Here you go. Ah, this is home. In fact, the start of, not Janthia Wilds, but the start of Secrets of the Obscure was actually quite impressive to me. That they did take you back to your home instance for a brief moment in that one. And I quite liked that. So maybe we will be here in a second. This is totally blind. I got no idea what's coming up. The other thing we could, of course, do is say that that's not our home anymore. The Sun's Refuge isn't our home anymore. Arborstone isn't our home anymore. The Eye of the North isn't our home anymore. Our home is the Hearthsglow. Here out to the north, near the Coden lands. Here you go. This is my current homestead. So I'm guessing there's going to be a bit in the story where we get a new homestead. And it will be just like, what, 9 months? No, not even that. It will be just like when we came in before. I'll say to you guys, yeah, I'm going to decorate. When you next see me, I'll have all these cool decorations. And instead, all I've done is just hung up some balloons. But, hey, we can get our items, I guess, for today. I did already do Halloween daily. I've already done my weekly. Oh, I'm out of crowbars. Interesting. I basically have everything sorted. I've actually done all my raids this week and strike missions as well, with the exception of Wing 5. And that's just because I haven't found an LFG for Wing 5 at any point. So, like, the deck is clear here, really, guys. We've got everything sorted. And there is a lot to do in-game at the moment if you're trying to keep up with all that stuff. In fact, if you look on the top right, it says 100% on everything on those objectives up there. I'll show you those in a second. So we'll get these. We'll have a little look at all of our mounts here. Here you go. So some of you guys, this is the skimmer expansion. We're going to be getting some cool skimmer stuff. I still favor the Orca skimmer. There is obviously that ludicrous... Is it still on the gem store, the Bumblebee? They would have been fools to get rid of it before it launched, surely. Did they get rid of it? Like one of the craziest... I don't know, maybe it's not there. One of the craziest skins they've added. We could have been driving around on and stuff, but I decided not to spend the gems on it, I'm afraid. So we'll probably be in Orca, or the new skimmer, whatever that's going to be as the story actually continues. Right, let's collect these. We're going to blow up our inventory again. And we do still have this amazing, you know, consumables on the top, materials underneath thing that I have set up. I've actually changed the... positioning of the inventory too. I had it 20 slots wide before so that it would perfectly fit each bag, but now I'm just doing 10. It's more scrolling, but it fits on the screen a bit better and is a bit less tedious to deal with. But yeah, anyway, oh, we are full on bloodstone dust and stuff, so that's not going to be getting deposited very well. But yeah, so for dailies, so if you caught the Eve episode, I talked about the fact that my astral acclaim was capped. I had like 1,450 astral acclaim out of 1,300. So I was over-capped. What I've done is I've spent that initial batch. What I have spent it on, so here are the rewards for this season, is the new weapon set. So the pearl shell weapons. You know, like every season had a new weapon. So it was old growth last time, alabaster before that, onyx spider... I think there was like alabaster spider or something as well. Anyway, so the new ones are pearl shell. To be honest, guys, I haven't even previewed these. I just got them for the sake of getting them. Oh, they're quite shiny. Oh, the inside is shiny. Anyway, so this is this new set. So now I'm back down to 0. And so what we can do is we can go to objectives. We can claim our daily. All done. Lovely. We're up to 120. We can go to our weekly. And we can claim the entire weekly all at once as well. And we're up to 970. So now we can buy through. Now, I could do some other stuff. So they're selling a jackal. Interesting. It's the Skimmer X-Pack, but they're giving us a jackal. There's a drink emote. Should we just grab this and have a look nice and quick early on? There are some Seaside Scholars sandals. So it's a beachy expansion, right? I've wanted a beachy expansion for so long. Am I going to set Liz up in her, like, you know, beach clothes? Whatever those might be for an Asura. I'm sure not too revealing. Here we go. We'll do the seaside. Oh, there you go. And we can get the shorts as well. Oh, and the hat. Ooh, it's another big witchy looking hat. Oh, but I can't wait. Ah, we're out already. We're out of funds already. Unbelievable. So that these will just roll in as the Let's Play continues, basically. We can see slash drink at least. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Come on, get on with it. Play the story. But look, this is what it's like when a patch comes out for me. I like to get my ducks in a row. I like to see all these extra little features and things. There you go. We'll just use that. And then thank you for not making me type the name in. So we'll look here and we'll do a slash drink. Oh, no. Oh, well, I'm spraying it all over my face. Oh, that's like, you know, like in a sexy movie where like the woman like shakes like a bottle of water all over herself or something, right? Like, what are we doing here? I like the sound effects though, and I like that I actually have something in my hand. So we can do this a lot. Oh, I feel like I'm playing a survival game. I should hotkey this to like num plus or something. You know, like that's the poop button in Ark. All right, okay, so yeah, it's nighttime interior at the moment, which isn't ideal. But we'll see what we got. Another thing that's happened, of course, is the shadow update. So we were discussing this yesterday. Shadows are now higher resolution. They've added, what did they call it? I forget. There's a new thing. They've added screen space shadows. They tripled up on some methodology. I can't remember exactly what it was. The question on our minds yesterday was, is this going to destroy our frames? Okay. Basically, they left... If you turn shadows off, obviously it doesn't hit your frames. And they left low alone. But medium, high, and ultra are now, like, more taxing and more impressive. As far as I can make out, my frames haven't changed much. Maybe they've been impacted. And I think there's someone on the forums saying that their frames have been impacted. But the thing is, right, as I mentioned on the previous part, shadows are just a frame nuke. Just anyway. I don't think... And so, yes, my frames are getting nuked by having shadows on. But they're not being nuked much more than they were anyway, if that makes sense. As far as I can see, the update has improved fidelity, but not at a huge additional cost. It's just there already was a huge cost. So for the visuals here, I'm going maxed out. Lots of you guys have responded and talked to me about your beefy systems and how they're working with Guild Wars 2. I'm on medium culling. I've actually turned effect LOD off, and I've enabled full visual noise from allies, you know, because they've got that new setting in there as well. Oh, we should put environment zone intensity up. That was a mistake we made last year. We could put depth blur on if we really want. We'll see how that looks. But yeah, I've got selection outlines off and bloom off. Sorry. I mean, bloom... do we put bloom on for the X-Pack? I'll trust that they might have made bloom look okay for launch. So you should get everything in this footage as good as it will look. The thing is, it's just my PC is now 2 generations out of date. And, you know, the footage might not be as silky smooth as we like. I am streaming U60. It's very often probably going to be around 40, maybe lower. I mean, look, even in my homestead here, it's struggling to hit 40. But yeah, hopefully that's fine, and we all have fun with that. And yeah, so there's that. And aside from that, I've played a little bit, but mostly what I've been doing is looking at benchmarks and things, because as you guys know, I'm currently doing the Mount Parayor CMs and stuff. And I play a Willbender right now, but if there's new, really broken, really strong builds, I'll jump on them. I've actually been playing a bit of Evoker already because someone's got a rotation online already of an Evoker that can get like over 55k, which is a lot. And I've been practicing it. It's incredibly fiddly, incredibly precise. I swear that F5 is bugged as well because it's not giving me like charges when it should, and it's really frustrating me. Or it's just a skill issue, I don't know. But anyway, so I have played a little bit of Evoker, but you know, not in a real sense, not in a sense where I've looked at the changes or anything like that. So just in kind of a follow rotation monkey kind of mindset with it. So yeah. Oh, and I did do a bunch more of the Fractal event. I currently, the only thing I need to do now is beat the Triple Trouble Worm. So hopefully I'll find a group doing that. you know, an expansion came out. So what does that mean? Does that mean no one will do it because everyone's busy? Or does that mean lots of people will do it because tons of people are actually playing Guild Wars 2 at the moment and interested in Guild Wars 2? I guess we'll see. Last thing to go over. Well, okay, also, check it out. We got the new mastery points, 2 new acts to play. Visions of Eternity Act 1 and Act 2. And then we have all these new categories here. Castor, the Shipwreck Stand, the Starlit Welds. Renown Hearts, repeatable Renown Hearts, the update, just as we saw in the previous 2 X-Packs are here. Oh, no, not the previous 2. Secrets of the Obscure didn't do it, did it? So this was an initiative from Janthiel Wilds they've carried on. Castor and Culture? Don't know what's going on there. Do they actually have a side stories thing for this? Where were the side stories for Janthiel Wilds? Janthier side stories they had. For Visions of Eternity, there is not a side stories category, but there is this culture one, so maybe that's what it is. Masteries, Rift Hunting, I guess it is here. Check it out, Shipwreck Strand. And then repeatable stuff. This will probably tick over once we've done these. Renown Hearts, very similar to Janthiel Wilds. So, plenty to play, plenty to see. So, yeah, the other thing to talk about, okay, is story. Now, in truth, I could have done a couple of streams where we replayed the most recent story, because if you have a look at my if you have a look at Story Journal, you know, we've done all the achievements, but when we get to Repentance, there's 1 AP for me to earn here. It's the Janthiel Wilds Repentance audio cover. Play through every chapter of Repentance with voiceover added, because remember, this did not have voiceover because of the strike. And I didn't hear it. I've never played it. I've never heard certain characters speak. And Absolution likewise. So I could have replayed these 2 patches, these 2 final patches with the voices, and that might have served as a platform for us to refamiliarize ourselves with the story, which I'm just going to go on the record immediately. For those who are feeling out of the loop and feeling out of touch with it and stuff, don't worry, I kind of am too. And I don't think it's your fault. I had someone drop a comment say, you know, I'm getting older and it's harder for me to keep up with the story. Look, it's not that. It's really convoluted. It's not a very good story at the moment. I'm not the biggest fan of Guild Wars 2 story right now. There were elements of Janthiel Wilds that were fantastic. I loved the subject material. I loved that we were back with the White Mantle and Saul and the Scepter of Ore and the Titans. I love the vibe of the second map. I love the interplay of the Coden versus the dreary stuff later. There was a lot of stuff I really enjoyed. And actually, the writing when it came to like the stuff on the ground, like the lore documents you can read, was brilliant. And likewise, Secrets of the Obscure also was brilliant with the world building. They added so much and they really figured out a cool timeline and they integrated all this new stuff with the Elder Dragon arc. There have been elements that I've really liked, right? So I'm not a complete Debbie Downer as far as the storytelling is concerned. For the most part, I think some of the characters they've written have been really good. I quite liked Pokey last year. For the most part, I love Isgarin as a character. I think he was written really badly for sections of Janthiel Wilds, but for the most part, it was pretty good. So, like, I'm not a total Debbie Downer, but I have to say, guys, the ending of the end of Janthiel Wilds was a mess. The drama that the writers choose to go for, I do not buy into. I don't like a lot of, like, the surface level stuff that they do. And what the hell is going on with the Foundry of Failed Creations? And is it Menzies? Is it not Menzies? Like, there were a lot of plot holes there, a lot. And, you know, we did endless discussion about it at the end of the last X-Pack. I'm sitting here to you today, guys. We're going to play this new one. It's so convoluted and so messy. I don't even really have my head straight on, like, what I'm going to expect here. So we're going to go into it fairly casually, fairly shallow. We'll give it the benefit of the doubt. We'll just see how we feel. Will Arenanet, by the end of this, fix up a bunch of what we perceive to be plot holes? I hope so. I hope for a lot of clarity and a lot of concreteness on a lot of what they're talking about. And I'm sorry I can't be more specific on this. What I hope is that whoever you are, dear viewer, not you guys watching live. The live guys are second-class citizens. Yeah, that's right. No, not the people watching live, or likely the people watching live. What I hope is that someone watching this right now has just binged the Secrets of the Obscure playlist and the Janthiel Wilds playlist, and you've rolled directly into this. Because you, dear viewer, hypothetical dear viewer, whoever you may be, whenever you may be, if you're out there, you have a better grip on it all than even I do right now. Because you've just been listening to me ranting about it. You haven't waited 4 months in which things slip out. So we'll see. So yeah. So that's what I'm thinking. Speaking of the live chat, hello everybody. It was a letdown and clearly so rushed at the end, says Lord Morkish. You know, the rushing thing is... Look, I want to be in a positive place with this and all that, so we're not going to get on massive rants. But it was a rushed excuse even isn't really a good thing for me, because it's like... A lot of what they seem to struggle with in Janthia Wilds was just planning an arc over the whole expansion. Like, they seem to have no idea where they were going in a lot of times with the later patches, as far as base JW was concerned. And Secret of the Obscure felt the same too. So, that's one thing I hope to see improved with Visions of Eternity. I hope whatever they give us, I hope they have the whole year, like, clearly plotted out. Alright? That's what I hope. Because, as I say, like, certain... like, Isgaren's characterization went all over the place. Last year. Speaking of Isgaren, I'm excited to see him again. He's been in the trailers. I'm excited to see Ritlock again. We're back to a Ritlock story. So, for those who are a bit nostalgic and interested in... You know, that OG cast. Hopefully that'll be fun. And there were murmurings right towards the end of the press cycle that Canuck was going to be in this too. I will note, there's one thing that I'm kind of not doing well here. And what I hope is to do it at the end of the Let's Play. Yesterday, about an hour before release, Arenanet put up one final trailer. There's a launch trailer. And... You know, I could have done a video on it. I could have talked about it. But I've actually not even watched it. Because I kind of feel like I don't want to be spoiled anymore. I mean, we only needed to wait a matter of hours before we could play it for ourselves. So there is a launch trailer. And presumably it has characters and voice acting and all kinds of stuff in it. Maybe at the end we'll watch that and see how we feel about it. I don't know whether you guys have caught it already and thought it was good or what. But yeah. Castor. Oh! And one final thing. Check it out. How many times have I said that? This is where it's set. Look at all the guildies over there. Out in the new world of Castor. Someone said it's interesting to see a whole new landmass in Guild Wars that's not based on Guild Wars 1. And it's kind of funny, isn't it? Because, like, Icebrood Saga, yeah, expanded us to the north. But it was kind of covering Eye of the North areas, right? Nightfall did... sorry. Path of Fire did Nightfall stuff. Heart of Thorns did just more base prophecy stuff. And then End of Dragons obviously was Cantha. It's not technically true, though, that Castor, because obviously with Secrets of the Obscure, the Horn, this was all new. It's just these were kind of like floating maps that didn't really feel like they were connected to the world anyway. And Nio certainly wasn't. But here we got some actually new territory here. I still know this place as the Sun-Swept Isles. Was that what it was called? The Sun something. And I guess we'll be going there. So how does the story begin? I've got no idea. This is it. I have 2 mails. I have one that says Hero of the Jukebox, Flack, Chief Melodist. Greetings, adventure! I'm Chief Melodist Flack, and I'm thrilled to introduce you to my wonderful new device. As you've travelled the world, surely your heart must have been captured by the work of local musicians. Maybe you developed a taste for the work of underground bands in the Black Citadel, or even spent the night in one of those exclusive Lion's Arch dance clubs, eh? Has a tune ever gotten stuck in your head? Don't you wish you could listen to it again whenever you desire? Well, I have developed a device precisely for that purpose. I call it a Jukebox, and it can read music recordings pressed into grooves, or tracks, if you will, on easily stored discs. Wow, look, they've invented the CD, guys, or the record. I mean, there were gramophones as a part of Halloween, right, for a while. The only limit to how many songs you can store is the number of tracks you collect. I've sent you the instructions for making your own Jukebox, and I've even taken the liberty of sending you one completed device. You can find it in your home instance, add one to your homestead today, and let the music move you. Can I just say... Didn't Mox already do this for us? Not the account. Yeah. This is the problem with Rata Sum. I don't want to click to the other layer. I swear I already have one from Mox from Season 3. Let's just have a quick look here. But it doesn't have all tracks, I guess, right? Where is he? Oh, does he just himself play it? Do you have any old-time music? More choices. Oh, I guess he's the music box. Wow, so what's Mox, eh? Chopped liver? Okay, let's grab that. It's a consumable. Wait, is it a consumer? Hello? I actually didn't see it pop up over the minimap, so is it just... we just have it? Alright, well, I guess that wasn't the story. Chinhua. Okay, hold on. Let me make sure dialogue's on in case somebody starts speaking to us. Now, last expansion, or in some of the final patches, Arenanet seemed to have realized how to... like, one of the annoying things about the story for years was you click one of these mails, you're trying to read the text, and then the NPCs immediately start speaking, overlapping. I believe I remember in some of the most recent patches they'd fixed that. Like, if there is going to be voice-acted dialogue, it will happen when I click X, and that'll be quite cool if we see that. I'm going to put music volume up because we might find some troubadours around and they'll play some music there. Hey, oh my god, we had a donation! Mega Ed Productions, $20. Dude, thank you very much. He says, hey WP, this is the very first time I'm late. What do you mean? But I might as well ask you the yearly question I do on your wonderful streams. Do you think Herotron will return for this expansion? Good question. I don't know, man. I mean, you know me. I'm not a fan of Herotron necessarily. I don't mind if he's not there. That's actually you kind of do move me onto an interesting place, though. Guys, remember that in the Order of Whispers story, you had Dern Velezquez, a human who was deliberately weird about where he came from, where he lived. There's like this suggestion that there's another human society out there. Maybe they use a lot of like Latino or Hispanic names or whatever. And there are some maybe theories that he'll show up. You mentioning Herotron and me thinking about Christ, the French guy, the bard that was with him, and the fact that troubadours are a part of this expansion makes me wonder whether we'll actually find fragments of their society out here, maybe. I've always imagined it to be way out to the west. But yeah, as for Herotron, I don't know. I guess we will see. Did I miss any other like donations or things? I just want to scroll up and check. Einolf became a member. 42 months, dude. You're a legend. Thank you. He says, enjoy the beach in all caps. I will try to. The Thomas Berry earlier with 10 gift memberships. Congratulations to the people who got lucky. And thank you, Thomas. That's really lovely of you. Banjo did 10 as well. Oh, my God, guys. John Sellers did 20. Holy shit, everybody. Congrats. Now, if you became a member, whether you want to become a member directly or it's through you just got lucky, we do have like a potato emote. I don't know. Do I have it set up on YouTube? Which might be kind of fitting for this expansion. I gotta say, another thing. Okay, hold on. We got to read the mail. They've updated the Patcher art, and it looks so cool. There's something about like super mechy-looking raptors. Like we might meet the leader of the Inquest in this expansion, which is another long-standing mystery in the game. We might actually meet them, and it looks like they might have two like raptors with them or something that wear like you know, that crazy holographic like Iron Man gear. And anyway, they're featured. One of them's featured on the new Patcher graphic, and it looks so cool. There's also the new logins character select screen, which I'll show you guys in a second, but let's read the mail first. So Chinhua, collector of ancient coins. I don't know who this is. Society of Coin Collectors announcement. Dearest fellow coin enthusiasts, I hope this letter reaches you in all the heartiest of health. For those who could not attend our latest symposium on unusual coins... Right, hold on. Unusual coins are a bit of a weird mechanic. It's the... Oh. Is it these? It's like you get ancient coins and unusual coins, right? And when the expansion moves forward, they shift it. It's that thing I was talking about again in the last video about how they really should codify contemporary content. Am I right? I bear tidings of a recent change in categorization that you should be immediately aware of. To be brief, your current collections of unusual coins have been recategorized as ancient ones. I will still happily trade for your ancient coins, as I once did, when we called them unusual. I will also gladly take any new unusual coins you may find in exchange for my ancient ones, so have no fear of missing out. The Society has deemed that all coins in more recently discovered territories shall be called unusual coins until such a time that they have been properly examined and catalogued, at which point they shall be reclassified as ancient coins. Collectors of unusual coins will no doubt make themselves known in such locations and offer interesting new incentives to trade with them. This system of discovery and reclassification shall continue in perpetuity, or until the Society changes its mind. Thank you for your time, and I hope to see you all at the next symposium. Okay, but hasn't the game been doing this for years? I swear we've been doing this since, like, EOD. And in that case, why is it only on this expansion I finally got a mail about it? And also, if I wasn't here at expansion launch, when should I expect to be given this information about these game systems? Seems messy to me, but okay. So yeah, I have 1,400 ancient coins. What that basically means, guys, is you can now grind for these in easier spots and get all the JW stuff nice and easy. That also makes me think, right? So in the first big patch for this expansion, in about, what, 2-3 months, they're going to merge strikes and raids. So some of these currencies, like the profit shards, the blue and green shards, they're going to go away, right? But can I now buy... Well, there weren't strike missions in Janthir Wilds anyway, were there? Okay, hold on. What about, like, with the raids? Can you now get... Can you now spend magnetite on Janthir Wilds raid stuff? Or is it still gating crystals? Because technically, it would all shift, wouldn't it? Have all my gating crystals become magnetite? No, I still have 1,000 gating crystals. So, I was going to say, because there might be a weird, like, 2 to 3 month gap now where you can capitalize on that before they merge them all anyway. Anyway, alright, there you go. So neither of those were story mails. What the shit? What? Oh, right, because I actually need to... Oh, dude, I like the color, by the way. They're really going through the rainbow here, aren't they? Nice, strong orange here on this. Prologue on the sly. And we can't change it while we're in an instance. Come on, sun, come out. Tyrion's sun. We've ranted away for 40 minutes here now, and it's been dark the entire time. That's always the way. I can't tell you guys. Here's an irrational thing that has always annoyed me. Just like, there's no good reasoning for it. It's just always aggravated me recording videos at night, because I like to make the game look as good as it can. And, you know, with as best my PC can. And the lighting and stuff is just always better during the day, always. So I'll be like, yeah, I want to record, and then it's night, and whenever I look, it's always like, it's never the end of night. It's like the start of night. Ugh. And I feel like that's happened here as well. But hey, whatever. Okay. So, so this is it. Play this chapter. Maybe make a timestamp for here. A nice Halloween orange, yeah.
We'll never get recruits. These dust bunnies have no interest in gut-wrenching, mind-blowing war. The mists are too exclusive.
Alright, we don't want to be too near, like, other ambient dialogue. That'll be another thing I'm tracking this year. How many... I'm doing... You know that Zoomer thing where they clap between every word? Right? Come on, people in live chat. Do it with me now.
I have no time for
Don't put meta audio across the whole map, overwriting story dialogue. Let's have clean dialogue. Yeah? There we go. Because if you do the Zoomer clap thing, you see it gets people's attention more. It makes your argument stronger, and it makes them more likely that they'll listen. All right? So yeah, I hope that that's resolved in this X-Pack, okay? So far, not a single mini X-Pack has figured that one out. So let's see. Read the letter from Sky. Oh my god, Sky is messaging me? Whoa, okay. So in the epilogue of the last part, I think there were 2 hints, actually, in Janthir Wilds. There were 2 suggestions that Newt Whitebear is ill and not around and might even be dying. Is sort of what I read into it. The thing is, in the epilogue, at the very end of the last expansion, they threw a ton of shit at the wall. Like, loads of stuff. Yeah, there you go. Good job, chat. Good job. You guys are doing it. It's pretty irritating, though, not gonna lie. Yes, it is. It's the most irritating thing you can do. It's very, very irritating. Oh, I like the Kupo. Eat, Kupo. Your Kupo. Choyas, Kupo. God, that's such a good emote. Right, yeah, at the end of the X-Bat last... Okay, at the end of Secrets... During Secrets of the Obscure, they threw a million things that could be interesting directions for Tyrion to go in. Janthir Wilds did the same. At the very epilogue, they threw a bunch of ideas out there. One of them was this Newt thing. So it was very hard to say... to predict, this is what the expansion will be about, or this is what the expansion is going to deal with. But I'm thinking now this might be. Okay, another thing to think about is Bram, by the way. Bram is not slated as a cast member for this X-Pack. But there is this whole thing about his father, Borge the Sun Chaser, a Norn, that we also don't really know where he is or what he did. And going to Newt, there's the question of Newt's wife. The These are all straggling characters and ideas that maybe we might discover they were on Castor, which I think would be quite cool. So the fact that Arenanet is starting the expansion with a letter from Scotty, I'm guessing we're going to read this mail and he's going to say something about how his dad's ill. And I will have a nerdgasm if he says, oh, I want to figure out where my mother is or something. That would be pretty cool, because that is a long-standing little minor mystery. So we got a mail. Like, what, you could not predict that this is how it would start, right? Is he going to speak? Let's wait and see. No, we seem to be good. Let's, what's it called? / drink. Yeah, spray that. Yeah, all around my mouth. Okay, Sky Newton. Ancient traditions. Commander. I am happy to write that we have made healthy strides in assisting the spirits with their recovery. Oh yeah, that too. Despite our best efforts, I suspect they've a ways to go. The great spirits have been slow to stir, but they are, slowly, like my brother, after a month's worth of reverie. As for the corrupted world, grief can manifest as thick, bone-chilling fog. Some may never wholly be free of it, but at the very least, we can help light the way out. To help them connect once again with Tyria, one of our shamans would like to meet with you in Holbrook. There's an ancient tradition among our people that has been seldom shared. And being a keen elementalist yourself, nice little reference to me there. Do you know what I pray for? I pray for the day that my mentor gets referred to. Like, where's Blip, right? I picked Blip on character customization. I was told, Arenanet, about the personal story, about my choices matter. And one of the first choices you ever gave me doesn't matter. Doesn't do anything, even here in 2025. Let's have Blip and all the other guys. Anyway, we wish to share that with you now. Perhaps with this knowledge, you can help us guide the spirits out of the fog, or at least help them stretch their legs a little. You know what? If I was playing a Rev right now, I probably would have been like, oh my god, that makes a lot of sense. To be fair, as an Evoker, wait. Oh, wouldn't it be... You know how, like I said, Secrets of the Obscure gave you a different intro. Wait, maybe Down the Wilds did too. They gave you different intros based on your race, right? You got a little different insight into the world based on your race. What if this year they did it based on class? And the reason I've got this Norn stuff is because I'm an Ellie. I'm going to be an Evoker by the time this is all said and done. Oh, there you go. I think people in chat are suggesting that is it. Oh, they did do it based on class. It is because I... Oh, that's really good. That's a nice little tweak there. So what I'm hearing is we can replay all 9 of them right here, right now. That is cool. All right, well, let's go. So meet with Vesna Porgsdotter in Holbrook. Oh, now that I've realised they've just done it class-based, then all that nonsense about Newt dying and his wife and all that is essentially irrelevant. So, oh, are they going to unlock it just straight away? In the other expansions, there's been like a little moment, you know. It's been like, do some instances, get into the open world, and then we'll give you the spear. Or do some instances, get into the open world, and then we'll give you weapon mastery or weapon specialization or whatever. I love this dialogue, but in a world where there's no elder dragons anymore, it's become supremely uninteresting. So maybe we get it straight away. Oh, as a Gale shot, you got to meet a Tengu. That's awesome. Yeah, give me those anecdotes, guys. I'm down for those. Who did everyone meet? So okay, let me try and figure this out. Who would you meet as an antiquary? Do you go to Skritsburg? Do you meet Dougal and Dougal's like, hey, I got a Skrit companion now? I'm guessing Skritsburg is an antiquary. It's Raza, right? Is the conduit. So maybe you literally meet Raza in Lion's Arch off the back of the fractal thing. That would be crazy, but kind of cool. Wouldn't it? Wow. We're coming to Holbrook for the Evoker. I'm going all over the place in terms of armor classes. What does Necro get? Ritualist? See, so Ritualist is tricky because they can't guarantee you have End of Dragons, so they can't actually take you to the Ritualist down there. Someone must just come up north, but I don't know where they would be in the world. Who's the other light? We've done Ellie, we've done Necro. Mesmer. What did Mesmer get? Troubadour. Uzalon's Mechanical Orchestra. Maybe you go there? And you meet Marcello? You meet a Canthan in the Divinity's Reach graveyard. Oh, yeah, the Canthan Quarter or whatever. Oh, but that doesn't really exist. Oh, Antiquary was not in Skritzberg. Ah. Petrus Dawnwielder for Guardian. Guardian, I don't even know where to begin. Something Char, I guess, actually. Yeah, that's pretty... Gale Shot, you meet a Tengu at the gates to the Dominion of Winds, and he talks about one day letting you in and training archery in the Great Canopies. All right, well, here we go. Let's see what Vesna says.
Welcome, Commander.
Hello.
It is an honor to host you.
Thank you. Oh, look, she's got the otter with her immediately. Torvi, it's named. I don't get to name my one.
This be? Oh, this is Torvi. Actually, she's what I'd like to discuss with you. I am an evoker, an elementalist just like you. We listen to the spirits and conjure creatures from their realm. Creatures much like Torvi here. By harnessing the elements into the combined essence of a being, the spirits walk with us. Curious. I've never heard of such a thing. Evocation is an honored, but very secretive tradition among the Norn. Only a select few were able to wield this power until now. The Tyrian Alliance has been a great help in Holbrick's healing, so we've decided that it's time to share these abilities. Thus, I would love to teach you, Commander.
She was an amazing sculptor.
Why am I not hearing it chirp?
Some of her works depicted fallen folk.
Yes,
Others
this is also our way of helping the spirits. They are healing and yearn to connect with the world again.
Man, this is such a superficial thing to say, but I wish they had more voice actors or more variety. She doesn't sound like a Norn to me. All right, Lawson. Oh, here we go. This will be the main story, I guess. Lawson Mariner's messaging us. Okay, so hold on. He says, I have some business I'd like to discuss with you. It involves the Captain's Council, so your discretion is appreciated. Mind meeting me near the Bay Docks in Lion's Arch. The sooner the better. Oh, we're going all over. For so long, we Evokers hid our abilities out of fear that the spirits would be compromised. Yeah, I was going to say, like, where have you been all these years? We haven't heard about you. So it's nice that they explain that a little. But now our craft may be a catalyst for their healing. I would love to learn more. I would avoid the term catalyst whenever talking about evokers, to be honest. I would love to learn more about your craft. Evokers are powerful elementalists that summon lesser spirits granted by their major counterparts. Torvi here is my best companion, and by showing her the world, I can help the spirits reach even further than before. I hope that sharing this practice brings the spirits even more peace. Okay, but like... Oh, I like this. There's a new, like, dismiss dialogue. Hold that thought. And then we run off. That's cool. I'm confused, though. She's got an icon. Should I be getting a pop-up, or... I mean, I know that the way you would train it is like this. I guess, actually, she's just like... You know in POF, when they just had some NPCs in the world that talk about the specs, but you didn't actually have to go to them to learn the spec. They were just additional. I guess it's a similar sort of thing here. We don't actually have to do anything with this character, this Wolfborn Evoker. But it's just, what Arenanet have done is actually push you to talk to them as a matter of the story. So I just don't worry about it now. I just start training. So we haven't actually earned a hero challenge yet, but it feels like getting tier 1 at this point would be cool, right? So evocation. Select an element to specialize in, greatly reducing its recharge time, gaining a familiar of that element. The familiar's basic skill changes as you use weapon skills. It will charge more rapidly when you use a weapon skill of its element. Using the familiar's basic skill 3 times will make it empowered. You also get meditation skills. We went all over this in the betas. So here we go, let's do it. And I know we're going to be super depowered, but hopefully we can have fun anyway. Look at this, nice little grid now. There's 3 to go, guys, for the original UI that they created. 3 more to go. Okay. And I appreciate a lot of people think this might be the last one they ever do, but who knows. Okay, so we lost our elite there. Let's go to, I guess... Should we be a bit roleplay and a bit weird with our skills for a while? Let's do a 7 series golem. Let's keep Technobabble. Let's use Radiation Field. Let's fully go into our Asuran roots here. We'll run Pain Inverter. God, look at how they've massacred Pain Inverter, man. Oh, such an iconic skill. Please, Arenanet. I really do believe in a world where racial skills can be good. Alright, so far we have, like, sweet FA. But we do have a new button. We have Ignite. Oh, well, okay, what do we want? What's our first familiar? I'll give you guys a vote in the live chat here. I'll try to do some cool polls here. So what should we start? I'm going to stick with this animal for a while, okay? So what's our first animal, everybody? Is it going to be the fire fox? Is it going to be the water otter? Is it going to be the air hare? I didn't realize that these were also that's not alliteration, is it? It's just rhyming, I guess. Or the earth dearth. How does so this is the only one that doesn't fit? The earth toad, the mud toad, earth toad. Anyway, there you go. Pick an animal for me. Pick a friend. It's going to be my best friend. There's a poll. You don't have to type it. There's a poll. And while you guys get your votes in on that here real quick, just so that I don't forget. Trying to not move the mouse so that the UI goes away. Shouldn't it fade out? The tectonic toad. Yeah, that's good. That's at least alliterative. Well done, Mr. Ramo. Well done. Oh my god, everybody's voting on the toad. I like the idea of the toad. All right, I'm down for the toad. Okay, so this will be our first animal, and it will be for like quite a few episodes. We will play all the animals, but we'll give it a shot. Okay, so that means you guys want me realistically to be... Well, actually, that's not necessarily Condi, because it's just QOL, isn't it? Daze, barrier, protection. I don't know what the super does. But yeah, okay then. Cool. So we got a toad. Excellent. Right. Just took a jumper off there as well. So yeah, Lawson Mariner. What could he have to talk to us about? He says his business with the Captain's Council. My guess with this is that it's something about the Tyrian Alliance. Maybe there's some issues. He doesn't want Lion's Arch hosting it anymore or something, or I don't know. Firefox, because you use it to watch my stream. Yeah, you know, Firefox was like the browser for me for years. I swapped to Chrome back when Chrome was so much faster. Now that Google is getting, you know, more and more controlling and shit's breaking, I have been thinking about going back to Firefox. It would feel like coming home if I did that. The thing is, I have so many accounts and things like integrated into Firefox now, into Chrome. I don't know how comfortable it's going to be making that transition, you know. By the way, again, it's still night. Why is it still night? It's now been 53 minutes. The sun must have just set as I went live. So I don't really get to show you it very well. But the, you know, for some previews, they showed various areas of Lion's Arch. I think it's places like this that the shadows look so good. And in the day especially, it is fantastic around here. I mean, we get a nice little cozy vibe here with the lights in all the doorways and stuff. Oh, and yeah, by the way, we do actually, as well as being an Evoker, we have that little wisp floating around with us. Why do I have... that's the Forest Wisp Infusion. I could actually put the Otter on as well, the Otter's Blessing. So there you go. So I'm going to have the Little Otter. I'm going to have a Forest Wisp. I don't know what else I could have. Look at all the enrichments I've got. I'm currently on a bit of a project with Liz, which is to give her full infusions, but not like the cheapy crappy ones from World vs. World or from Magnetite from raiding. Like the big ones, right? So like plus the rare, +5, +9s, the really expensive, like too pricey ones. So like I got a full set of Spiteful, Healing, Mighty, Malign, and I got a few more attributes to do. I kind of want to change our outfit, you know. I really do. We look like this all the time on lists. Well, I say outfit. It could just be regular skins as well. Does anyone have a cool Inquesty sort of outfit that's not one of the, you know, like an exosuit or something? I used to wear this all the time on lists. I don't know. I guess we'll do this for now. Okay. Well, it's not very evoker-y, is it? I used to love Frostfire as well. It's very fitting for an Elementalist, isn't it? The Worm. Yeah, I think that competes, though, with the Otter slot, doesn't it? They're both enrichments. The beach bikini outfit. Oh, do I actually have that, though? I stopped going for all the outfits a while ago. As you can see, there's quite a lot that I don't have. Some of them are available. If I owned it, I'd go with the kitty cat, but... yeah.
We just want to know where this cargo's headed. Maybe give us a little peek, yeah?
That's between me and me captain.
Magnus has claim on this port.
Magnus who? I don't see anyone.
You'd get along much better with folks on Laughing Gull. Lion's Arch is for sensible mariners.
Listen here.
Stand down, Kiango. Don't make me clean up your mess. This isn't Istai. I'd recommend you all find some work to do. Elsewhere.
You heard Mum, yeah? Time to get back in line.
Scram. Or should I tell the Captain's Council that their underlings' loyalty is cheap? Ah, Commander. Guess you got Lawson's message. Sorry about this. They'll behave.
Right, let's take this outfit off. It's too big. The big shoulders are in our way. We can wear the little one. Oh, Shadow Assassin. I don't know. I don't know. Just something low. There you go. Let's wear the magical outfit. For now. Hello, Saida. It's been a while. So, my memory of her story is she's with Canark. They're rich. They sail the seas running casinos, right? Oh, did they... I can't remember. What did the epilogue say? Because they were there. Did they say that they're done with the casinos for now? I don't recognize any of these other names. Ari Mensik? Kiango, maybe I recognize. Oh, they're just all from the Sly crew, so maybe we have seen all of them before. Oh, that's cool. That guy's actually, like, scripted to move boxes and things around. Hello.
Saida, what are you doing here?
Bought myself a seat on the Captain's Council. Thought it was time I flexed my political artistry. Maybe make a coin or two.
They let you do that?
Well, technically Peter gave me his seat, and I replaced the Capricorn for him. A win-win. The boy needed some sea air.
I bet Nashblade has thoughts.
Taken care of. I convinced the council that we need a 9th seat again to accommodate Cantha's integration into the trade circuit. Nothing is official, but Nashblade will be the first name on the ballot. Rumors about a Canthan candidate too, some gang leader. But now I have a nose in all of Lion's Arch's business. It's seafaring business anyway. That's why Lawson called for you.
Should I be nervous?
Maybe. I witnessed some unscheduled departures while overseeing an alliance trade. All of them were manned by Inquest. The ships joined with 3 other Inquest vessels to the south, and then the whole fleet departed shortly after. I don't trust those miscreants as far as I can throw them. Not after what we witnessed in the Isles.
So I should be nervous. That doesn't sound good.
Say, I need to wrap things up here. Canuck should be somewhere nearby. Can't keep track of that one. I'll catch up shortly.
Oh, you know, a scene like this, right? Doesn't seem like it's much, but I get so excited at the start of expansions, right? Just seeing a little bit more of what's going on with Lion's Arch, seeing the world progress. I like the little nitty gritty details, and just, you know, like conversations about logistics and shit. I feel really good. I like scenes like this a lot. You know, before we get bogged down in mysteries that were in mysteries that were in mysteries that didn't quite line up or didn't quite, you know, satisfy in one way or another. I'm in my element in moments like this. It's just like, oh, it's good to be good. It feels good to be interior, you know? Right, okay, we're going with the exosuit. So I can follow some people for an achievement, can I? You always love the prologues. The Ellen Keel one in POF was so fun. Yeah, seriously, the prologues are always just like such exciting moments for me, and I'm so on board with the game, and I'm so like into it, you know. And it's especially good and heartening right now as well because, I mean, they haven't confirmed another mini X pack yet, right? Have they? There's no actual announcement or anything official, but assuming we're all still going and we're not, you know, chopping and changing plans again because we've done 3. It feels really good to know, like, this is just something we can indulge in, you know, each summer. Or late summer as it is now. Autumn. Okay, so I could have followed some people. I don't know where they were or who they were. They just... I didn't keep paying any attention to where they ran off to. Good job, Mr. Rancher. And here we go. It's nice and daytime out here. So we get our ultra shadows going on. There were some reports in Spud that the shadows were acting weirdly for people. So far, I haven't seen the shadows be strange. On my client. And I love them reusing places like this as well. Corteria is full of beautiful places, Divinity's Reach especially. But just like this, where there's a high asset count, they are interesting, fun places to go. And it's like any reason to actually explore and walk around feels good to me. You know, seeing the laundry, seeing the hanging baskets and everything. Last time I remember really being around here was what? When they did the rework to Lion's Arch and there's the jumping puzzle above it. Hello, Canark. There's a dock record over there.
I heard you were skulking nearby. Did you also buy a seat on the Captain's Council?
Darling, does this look like the face of a man with a day job? No. I purchased myself a ship. I named her Martingale. Her anchor is dark steel. Her deck is covered in the finest elderwood. Ah, the smell. There are a number of splendors to be had from a good vessel. The vacations, the gambling opportunities, the business ventures. Oh, were you looking for my take on the whole Inquest debacle? I just wanted some fresh air. Talk to Lawson for that business.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know how much he's going to be in this expansion. I'll tell you what, I was expecting to be really put off by his new voice, but I wasn't. Actually, I think his voice is totally serviceable and was good there. Doc Records. Lion Guard Ledger. There it is, guys. Our first AP of the expansion. So we are currently going for 50k. I would love to be at 50k by the end of this. We're looking for about 850, which is quite a lot. I don't know whether that's really viable, but we might get there. It'd be very, very cool. So this is a notice of unusual activity. There were 5 unscheduled departures from Sanctum Harbor. Oh, see, and referencing Sanctum Harbor too, in the early morning hours of the day of trade summit between Cantha and Alona. I had my technician intercept one of the ship's signals, and we determined that they were manned by 2 notable Inquest crews. The ships met with a small fleet of 3 additional vessels, each of Asuran origin, before the signal was blocked. If you have any information, please touch base with myself or Commodore Mariner. Signed, Captain Saida of the Captain's Council. Well, here's Mariner. I like that he's involved in doing things as well. I was kind of under the impression his job was more of a ceremonial thing almost.
Welcome back to Lion's Arch, Commander. You all caught up then?
Oh, good. A different voice.
Good to see you, Lawson. Saida filled me in on the Inquest. And her new seat on the Captain's Council.
Weren't we speaking to him in the epilogue and he had a crazy voice? Oh no, that was Dougal.
Than Peter. As for the Inquest, never been a fan. Pretty crooked lot. I did some digging after Saida came to me. Found records of them purchasing several ships from citizens in Lion's Arch, which is already odd for such an armed organization. Not sure what they need traditional vessels for, but this isn't a group we want to see mobilized, not at this scale. And I don't care how much coin the city took in from those sales.
I should touch base with Counselor Ludo. She might know something.
Ah, I met that one once. Sharp bite.
Ludo. It's funny that Ludo is the first mind that, the first counselor that Liz thought of. There's plenty of them. And Ludo was a bit antagonistic in the last one. I actually kind of love that because it sort of feels like that's not the thing that they were trying to strong on. Because she was very gung-ho about using the scepter and sulked and shit when we didn't, just like I did. So on the topic of the council, the Asuran Council, I don't fully remember, but I think I saw someone in Discord talking about there is a council member. Oh, I hold on, I'll hold that thought because we need to finish the instance first before I can show you what I was going to talk about. Oh, I'm still disappointed. I get it. I'm disappointed though when I can't press F for more info from these guys, but I get it. I get it. And as long as it's consistent, it's fine.
Commander, not a call I would have hypothesized.
Oh my god, we're ringing someone else.
Counselor, you wouldn't happen to know anything about the Inquest purchasing ships in Lion's Arch, would you? They've taken a whole fleet south. I'm there now discussing it with a few captains from the council.
Inquest purchasing ships. Those old, shriveled, bumbling... The budgeting committee is stingy, but funding's been atypically unforgiving. First, it was cuts to the colleges. Then little snips here and there. I wouldn't be surprised if someone was giving handouts to the Inquest. Alchemy! I have a few ideas. Why don't you meet me in Rata Sum? A member of the Arcane Council shouldn't get her hands dirty, but you can.
I'll be there soon.
Dude, they did a good job with the like telephone voice sound effect. That was new there, right? Okay, so we're done with the instance? No. Loop, Saida, Canuck, and Lawson in on what?
Ludo wasn't aware. I'm headed to Rata Sum to help
Ludo
her look
said.
into this.
I'll join you. I can tell her what Lawson and I found. Canuck, watch the ships.
Oh. Ew.
Okay. Nice. Okay. Prologue on the slide. What do we get? A spirit shot? What? I opened a chest and oh, I guess it was mastery experience. Oh, of course we got the new masteries too. I don't know anything about the masteries upcoming here. Nothing except the skimmer stuff. And that's quite exciting. There we go, back to nighttime. Oh, is it because it's fucking Halloween, actually? Maybe that's why it's nighttime here at the moment, because it's Halloween. Is it perpetually night? Oh, it says night down here. All right, so yeah, let's go to Ludo. So, okay, the Asuran Council, I wasn't familiar with this. This was information that slipped out of my head. But I guess one of the members of the council is a representative of the Inquest? I didn't actually know that. So years ago, me and a friend made a couple of Asura characters named after council members. Like, literally named after them. So my ranger is Councillor Yak. Now, I've got the H in the name there. Is that correct? Or did they rip the H out, maybe, or something? I don't know. But anyway, so Yak, if Yak is associated with the Inquest, he might actually have something going on in the story here. And it's funny to think I could do this Let's Play on Yak. Around Yak. It might finally be the day where one of these ancillary characters has something to do. You knew I was going to bring it up? Well, of course! It'd be so good. Most people, when I show off Yak on my account, they just say he looks high because he's got the red eyes or whatever. He looks baked. But, you know. Yeah, so we've been waiting for this. This is the moment, so we'll see. Unscheduled departures. Rata Sum Port Authority. Oh, we're not actually going into the train. Hey, I liked that loading screen. Hello, Saida. There's a dock worker. Now, he has the telegraph suggesting he has something to say. I'm up to my ears in work. What do you need? Nothing. I won't take up any of your time. Hello, Ludo.
I appreciate your efficiency, Commander, and friend.
Yeah, I only stopped for one rant. That's pretty efficient.
Saida of the Captain's Council.
He looks zooted as fuck.
The captain has some intel on our Inquest situation. You can trust her.
The more the merrier, as far as I'm concerned. What have you got?
I was tasked with observing the ley-infused jade filter trade between Cantha and Alona in Lions.
Ah, right.
Early that morning, I witnessed 5 ships depart the bay. No record of where they were going. They were manned by Inquest. Joined a few other Inquest vessels a ways out. My tech tracked their signal before it was cut. Unfortunately, the trade vessels from Cantha and Alona arrived shortly after, so I had to pivot my attention.
Excellent. Thank you for sharing, Captain. As I told the commander, things have been odd around here as well. I suspect their funding is coming from somewhere else in Rata Sum. If they're seabound, then perhaps we can learn more from the dock workers. The Inquest vessels would have boarded right here.
As good a place to start as any. Let's go.
Dude, someone in chat says they've used this location lots. The only one I fully remember. I remember in Champions you come here. And I remember, obviously, at the start of the Draconis Mons patch, you come here. And I'm sure there's an Asura personal story step or two. I don't think it's that egregious or anything. I love this place. To me, I've said this before. Going back to when Guild Wars 2 was first shown off in that trailer, it was the Asura camera fly-throughs that really captured me. The Asuran architecture, seeing the golems walking around and stuff. There was a certain essence to that, like, that just captured. I loved it so much. So, like, my ultimate nostalgia bomb, when I really feel at home, when I really feel like I'm in Guild Wars when I'm playing Tyria, it's when there's these golems, you know, with this lighting, with the wandering around in the back. And so I love the docks for this. I mean, look at this. I can't help but get giddy and excited when I'm just near this stuff. The only reason I'm playing, well, there's two reasons I picked Asura for this. One is because of the architecture and the environments and stuff. And I always wanted to use golems and shit. So it's a bit of a crying shame. I never do. But the other was the animations and stuff. Because they're so fast feeling and responsive. Oh, here we go. Notice any suspicious activity patch from the Inquest. They've changed this icon.
Don't make a scene.
Ooh. There's an enemy. And they actually got some combat going quick. I wonder if that's a direct response there to the criticism they had last year, that there was too much yapping. Dialogue, I can't handle it. No conversation. Let me mash buttons. That's what a lot of their feedback was. Totally dismissible in my view. But, you know, there's intelligent things we can say about skipping dialogue and shit. So yeah, there's a bit of combat straight away. The thing is, I'm not very... Another thing I'd love to see change with the story in this game is more engaging combat, just a moment-to-moment. Tankier enemies that do more interesting things. Get back to, like, that launch Heart of Thorns vibe. And I know that they won't do it because I've been coming at the game in ascended gear and with an understanding of how to play it, and a lot of people don't. So those people will just get turned off and uninstalled. But, you know, it will forever be a disappointment. I'm up to my ears in work. What do you need?
Careful now.
Okay, so that's just copy-pasted dialogue. So let's try and favor a bit of Earth here, so that we can throw our toad at some people. Did any of those unregistered ships belong to the Inquest by any chance? I swear, if one more Buka tries to dock their vessel in a slip without proper registration, I'll quit.
My pocket is heavy enough.
I swear it was a lady. Okay. I was getting ready to batter her, but no, she's good. I've got a list of repairs ahead of me. If you want yours done sooner, take it out with putter. Actually, I was wondering if you've seen anything unusual around here lately.
Overseer's orders. Huh. Nothing personal.
Oh, the Overseer. Okay, so,
Armor enhanced.
Overseer. Is Overseer, like, so here's what I remember about the Inquest and their, like, hierarchy. It's just that they don't necessarily know who they're working for. And as you go higher and higher up the chain, it gets more clandestine and shady. So no one even really knows who's ruling the Inquest or what their ultimate objectives are. I mean, there's evidence for things they've been doing, like tampering with dragons and so on. But, like, those guys at the top, or the guy at the top, whatever, has never really been shown off. It's like Illuminati kind of thing. But as for the names of the ranks and stuff, so was it Overseer Kudu? I don't really know. So when I just read that dialogue there, are they already referring to some big shady character in the background that I wouldn't usually have thought about? It sounds like the Inquest are pissed off with me, which they've got every right to be. I mean, so many stories we've come head-to-head with them. All right. I'm up to my ears in work.
Got enough on my plate today, buddy. Try someone with more time to spare.
Okay, so he just fobs us off. That means he's not bad. I like that. Oh, we got someone here. Can we make the jump? Probably. Oh.
I don't know anything, and you'd be better off if you stopped asking.
Okay, Timey. This guy here is called Saljax. That's not a very Assurany name, is it? Maybe. Welcome aboard. What can I do for you? I'm looking for information on the Inquest ships that sailed from here recently.
Inquest are a real nasty bunch, that's for sure.
Look, he's baked as well. Look at how zooted he is. He's got some major red eyes. I don't have time for jibber jabber. Make it quick. Do you know what the Inquest were doing here recently?
I tried to play nice.
These guys give it up so quick.
Spark to flame. My mobility is impaired.
Okay, I'm wondering if we should take off the hammer because the visual noise is pretty huge. Oh. I'll leave it for now. Like I'm not really seeing the toad with throwing at people, am I? But hey.
Yeah, I'm too busy for any of this. Talk to the Inquest if you have any questions for them.
We could do that. We could just talk to the Inquest. All right, and then someone's over here on this boat. No, not this boat. This boat. Hello.
Things have been shady around here for sure. Someone stole my lunch 2 days in a row.
Outrageous.
Not especially concrete, but validating. I suppose we could head to the Port Authority database. Might need to use a little elbow grease, but if we can access the port's terminal, we can leverage their operations log. They should have information on all recent departure activity, along with the appropriate authorizations. We love paperwork in Rata Sum. The gates simply won't disengage unless you've submitted your paperwork.
She seemed to be struggling to get up that hill a little bit there. I guess while they're talking, it slows their movement speed down or something. So she looked like she was in slow-mo, like hardcore slow-mo.
Code access. Intruders.
Intruder? Ma'am, I am Arcane Council. You can stand down. Commander, you have my full permission to end this swiftly. I shouldn't engage.
So we're just going to kill these guys. We're such a thug, really. How long does it take the commander here to just start murder hoboing her way around? Alright, well, these guys... Oh, I don't know what that telegraph is. That might be something cool.
Further confirmation that we're looking in the right place, I'd say.
Yeah, I think there is a personal story step here, right? This is a little Inquest base. Oh, what about this guy? He's got dialogue.
All right. Let me enter my verification code.
No, he doesn't.
I have an A2 security clearance. Oh, someone must have manually blocked my identification. Ugh. We'll need a physical access card. Look around. Maybe one of the workers set theirs down.
Right. Search for a level 2 security access card. We've got a huge area to check. There's a refuse pile over here.
Nope.
Oh, nice. Liz is going to comment each time we grab one of these, right? This is good. Do you know what this reminds me of a bit? This reminds me of the guild mission in Brisbane at the very start, you know, where you rummage through the piles to get the batteries. Cool little sound effect as well, each time we interact with one of them. So, I'm guessing it's not down the ramps, actually, looking at the minimap here. I'm guessing it's pretty localized to this area. You think I can hack? Oh, there's 2 ways through it, is there? There's looking through the refuse piles or just trying to hack the door. Port Authority toolbox.
Here we go.
Oh, there we go. Okay, we got it out of the toolbox. Welcome to the Port Authority Access Terminal. What can I assist you with? I'd like a list of every record recently accessed. I have compiled a list of all recently accessed files, starting with file 9B291H. I will summarize 2B191H. A new Inquest leader has been named, and Inquest productivity has increased. Oh, I like this as a development. I like this as a development because, 1, we get this cool idea of a new leader. 2, we get the idea of the previous leader and why they've been kicked out, and you know, maybe they'll become a frenemy of sorts. I don't know. I'm just going to say this. I'm hoping that Kuda is neither of them. So, of course, just so that you guys know, Kudu was a huge villain in the core story. In Season 4, they revealed that he had a daughter who had a minor role to play and was basically a part of some of the metas out there. And hasn't been seen since. So I'm thinking Kuda is going to be a big part of this story. But I hope it's more complex than just, oh, she's the leader now. I think that would be lame. New Inquest leader, huh?
It's been an eventful year for the Inquest.
So it's not that secret, then?
It's sad that they're relevant at all these days. But their unorthodox approach to research still garners support in Rata Sum. Some, at least.
Rat GPT. Yeah, when I read that, I did think that was a bit chat GPT-y. And I like that. I think Arenanet should definitely lean on that. Calling it Rat GPT is brilliant, though. Or maybe that's more of what the script... That's the large language model that the script would come up with. Okay. Can you summarize the next record? Excellent query! Here's a summary of file 9B923T. A storage facility containing Zin's research was recovered from Ratanovus. Nice little reference to Zin already. A few months ago, that research was broken into. The Arcane Council is investigating. New research from Zin? I'm shocked that this wasn't more noteworthy.
I almost forgot about that incident. Happened when you were in Janthir,
Oh,
Commander.
did it now?
I don't imagine someone like Zin would be pleased with the Inquest misusing his research.
Well, let's go ask him. Isn't Zin alive again now? Isn't he in the fractal Ratanovus? Am I misremembering that? Isn't there, there's a fractal Zin, right? Zin's back in the way that I think, and I speak for many of us, I hope, we want Palawa Joko to be back. Summarize the next file. Of course. Accessing file. I wonder whether we'll see anything develop from that whole fractal stuff right now. Accessing file 9B602G. 6702G, sorry. File 9B670. File 9B6-6. File 9. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm unable to read this file.
Encrypted. We'll have to go deeper. Commander, the honors?
Am I getting some tweaks here because I'm an Asura? Like if I was a Norn, would she be doing it? You've been locked out of the system. How would you like to proceed? I need to think this through. Okay, here we go. If you caught my recent video with Boots, you will have seen me doing some incredible emote work, alright? And it's my I'm going to up my Let's Playing game here. I'm going to emote whenever relevant. This is contemplating how to hack the terminal. Yeah, maybe do this and then that. Yeah, I think that might work. Beep. Wait, why aren't we getting the beeps? Oh, we are. They're just very quiet. Oh, and they're not different based on the colours, though. Usually they're really loud, aren't they? Beep, 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 beep. As you can tell, I am a Kanak coin expert. Red, yellow, yellow, blue. Red, yellow, yellow, blue. Blue, red, blue, yellow, blue, red, blue, yellow. Welcome to the Port Authority Access Terminal. What can I assist you with? Let's pick up where we left off. And look, it is. Look, it's not ChatGPT. It's all about Gemini now. All right. Starting with file 9B6702G. Here is a summary for file 9B6702G. The Inquest have approved for departure. Vessels redacted. Destination redacted. Approver? Redacted. Wow, lots of information is wiped, but it isn't nothing.
Here we go.
Looks like the destination was corrupted.
As was the authoriser's identity. Convenient. The evidence continues to stack. It's all coming together now. For better or worse.
Right. Am I a jazz connoisseur? That's one of the titles, isn't it? All I can say is I have everything done, so I assume I am. Yeah, I am. Should we rep that for the LP? There you go. List the jazz connoisseur. I'll be honest, guys. I usually just played with music and the band music on mute while I was doing that. It took so long. Next file. Here's a summary of File 9B0517F. This is a work order from the Port Authority operations team to redirect rations from Dock 3, the Tyrian Alliance vessels, Dock 7. Oh. Supplies for the Tyrian Alliance being redirected by the Inquest.
Uga, I'm supposed to approve or deny all Alliance operations in Rata Sum. Keep looking.
Alright. Any files on who sent that order? Certainly. It's redirected to... Sorry. 0517F is redirected to 0516F. Allow me to summarize 0516F. Councillor Yak. There you go, with the H and everything. Boom. There it is. It was me! It was my other character. Do you know what I should have done? I should have parked Yak in the homestead so we could have walked over to him. Yak. Formally request the rations that be redirected.
Yak. Of course. Why anyone ever supported Inquest being on the Arcane Council, I'll never understand.
Anything else? Here's a summary of File 9C0204L. High Councillor Flax has ordered an audit of all Port Authority terminal records. Special verification may be needed to access records during the audit. The High Councillor?
The High Councillor too? Flax. I thought we were above this now.
Maybe he's just looking into it.
Okay. If Flax is involved somehow, then things are likely more dire than I expected.
It does seem like a cover-up, though.
Officially, I don't condone breaking into the Councillor's office. Unofficially, your options are limited.
Oh, look, this is good.
Pirate's hard in this one.
We can take a portal downstairs. It'll get us close to the High Councillor's laboratory. We'll strategize from there.
This is not just a mediocre little staging ground and an excuse to get us on a boat and move on. We're actually questing at Rata Sum. Love it. Okay, what will be really hype now is if we go through a portal and it takes us to the unused Polymock Arena area. That would be pretty sick. Take the Asura Gate to the Idea Incubation Lab. I guess Flax already has a place, and we might have been there in the game before here. There's definitely a story there in core. Yeah, I recognize this place. Usually there's like storm clouds and things here, like little storm generators.
His lab is just ahead, but this is as far as I can go. If I were to get caught, that'd be a whole other can of worms.
Oh, well, yeah, save your own neck.
This time of day, the old fart's probably in there with his personal crew. Security will be aggressive. Though they're certainly not letting you in. Not like that. You are far too recognizable in Rata Sum. Oh, I'll put a glamour on you. Make you look like one of his crew. Let me know when you're ready, Commander.
Probably best if I stay behind too. One person is less conspicuous.
Right, okay. They'll add Polymock one day now, Cry. Well, as far as Polymock's concerned, you know, it's sad. It's sad to see pre-release material talking about a feature that never got added and all that kind of shit. It is sad. But on the other hand, right, like, sometimes there are outstanding features they could do, and it's like, what's the reasoning for it? Is it just because it's an obligation, or is it because it's an actual benefit to the game? And the truth when it comes to Polymock is it's because it's an obligation. It's not because it's actually the right move in any other ground. You know, if we look at Mini X-Packs as a yearly opportunity to do some kind of system improvement or new feature, I think they've been making the right choices right now. The infrastructure changes that they're doing with raids this year, the Wizards Vault stuff that they did with Secrets of the Obscure. What did they do last year? Last year was a bit light, wasn't it? Am I doing a disservice here? Well, housing, right? Housing is kind of the big thing. These are all bigger, more impactful ideas than Polymock. So I think their prioritization has been right. I wouldn't, you know, if the stuff they had chosen to do was all terrible, fishing with End of Dragons, I think was the right choice. Things that are very integrated into the game. Polymock is amazing, but they really have to go full with. They have to go big with it, right? It really has to be integrated with lots of the minis and lots of reward systems and stuff we do regularly. I wouldn't want them to spend a shit ton of time on something that people end up ignoring, you know? If they end up spending loads of time on it and then it ends up becoming like Keg Brawl or South Sun Survival or whatever, and it doesn't get that integration, it doesn't get that deeper look into the game, then that's rough to me. You know, so as a first step, I would look at those activities, you know. And as I say, I still believe in a matchmaking, casual fun, grab bag matchmaking, a third queue, and it has shit like that in it. Anyway. Don't think I don't know that this isn't your first time sneaking into Flax's office, Commander. I imagine this should be easy for you. Yeah, I'm sure this happens in the personal story. It might be during the Asura arc, or it might be during the Order of Whispers arc. Like, I'm pretty sure you come here with regard to all of the, like, gore stuff, I think. You mean the time I need... Yeah, there you go. This is what it says. You mean the time I needed a way to access Professor Gore's lab? How do you know about that? This must be specific to me, because I'm Order of Whispers, right? It must be. I helped cover up Gore's research on Elder Dragons, a mistake I should have learned before Primordus was at our doorstep, I know. Then led an inquiry into the aftermath. I'm practiced enough to know a forged document when I see one. And you didn't tell Flax? Flax touts innovation and progress above all else. The way I see it, we were doing just that. Thanks, Ludo. Alright, enough chit-chat. We have a plan to carry out. I like this. Ludo's getting rounded out a lot here. Ready to sneak in? Say the word and I'll cast a glamour to disguise you as a usability station lab tech. That's absolutely fantastic. Yeah.
Be quick.
Okay, lots of you guys didn't have that because that wasn't your story. That's very cool. Wow, look at me. Salutations! No, what do they say? It's not salutations. It's a Star Trek word. What's the Star Trek word that they say? I can't remember. Fuck.
How interesting.
I'm sure if I...
Do you require my assistance?
Sure if I spam F enough.
Excelsior.
There you go. Excelsior! Wait, is that a Star Trek word? Anyway. Excelsior! Hello.
Halt! Oh! You here for the crew change? Hurry up. The High Counselor isn't feeling patient today.
Yeah, well.
Do you require my assistance?
Yeah, come with me. Look at this. Look like you belong, alright? I got my high-vis. I got my clipboard. I got my buddy with a ladder. And with that, you can get in anywhere.
These numbers are substandard. I'm trying to fortify our data collection, not expose it to our competitors.
Yes, sir. We're trying. The waypoint frequencies have never been the most secure, and Cantha...
Cantha? Don't mention Cantha in here. I refuse to compare our legacy of excellence to their gimcrack infrastructure.
Oh, 10 out of 10.
Get him out of that office.
This is epic. Yes, I'd love to hear him being insecure about Cantha. That's so cool. All right, maybe we'll go speak to Pet. I'm just going to go bother him and go buzzing around.
Do you not see that I am busy?
Oh.
Out. Out!
Okay. He just threw us back. Did I bring the lift and the small chainsaw? Oh my god, is that even better, is it? For looking like you belong. Okay, hello, Chris? Are you the new tech from Councilor Zudo's crew? I didn't think you were slated to start for another week. That's definitely me, reporting for duty. Not the best timing, but okay. As soon as we're done with the cycle, I'll give you a tour. Might take a bit, so try not to bother anyone, especially Zaba. She's angling for a transfer and can't afford to be distracted. Oh yeah, I wouldn't want to disrupt her focus. Okay, Pet. My ears! Did Flack finally hire another lab tech? It's about time. How do you mean? We're spread so thin here, none of us is bound to make a catastrophic mistake. One of us is bound to make a catastrophic mistake from the pressure. Not me, of course. Meeg. My ears! Did Flax... Okay, yeah. I'm not enjoying the repeated dialogue. You're not my shift replacement, are you? We've been going for 12 hours and I'm starting to lose feeling on my toes. 12 hours? How are you still functioning? I ate 20 pieces of Zytaffy on my last break. Just enough to keep my eyes open, but not enough to send me into a fugue state. If anyone makes a mistake, none of us are going home. If the Zytaffy's awesome, I always love it when dialogue does that. But if it had been candy corn, it would have been even better, right? Knowing that the launch has synced with Halloween. What a ruckus that would be. My ears, yeah. Okay, yeah. Alright, well. Can't you see I'm working with very delicate technology? What kind of technology? The delicate kind. Now go away. I'm trying to focus, please. What happens if you stop focusing so hard? Yeah, because this is Emma. We're trying to distract her. All of the alignments would enter a rapid desync, and Flax would have both of our heads. Now scram. Why? This is awesome. Alchemy, what did I just say? Stop distracting me. Okay, I guess I won't tell you which lab. Tech said your ears looked funny. Uh-oh.
No. I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, look at them.
Fox correlator halted data organization. Zeba, a word.
Yeah,
so, what happened here?
I don't know. It was going fine until...
Everyone, stop what you're doing. We are going to stand here and watch her fix it.
Yeah. Yeah. Go on, Zeba. Do it. Ooh, she doesn't know how. Oh, wait, I'm going to get in the office. Ah, go. All right, I'm in.
Intruder detected.
Quiet.
Oh, I like Liz there. She had some grit to her teeth there. Yeah, eat my toad. Eat my big toad. All right, let's look for some information. Meeting notes.
I'm going to hate this.
Arcane Council meeting summary. Notes taken by Flunt's Golem Secretary. Of course, Flunt's it. So who have we got here? We've got Flax, Haya, Vark, Zudo, Yak, Bleent, and Flunt. Some of these I don't recognize. I don't recognize Haya, Vark, or Bleent. Meeting minutes. So obviously Ludo isn't in this meeting. What? Sorry, so are we saying they're all collaborating behind her back while she was with the Tyrian Alliance vouching for using the Scepter of All, maybe? Quorum has been reached with 2 members of the council absent. Okay, Ludo is absent. Councillor Ludo is in Lion's Arch on behalf of the Alliance, and Canny is guiding an ecological research study in Cantha. Catering has been provided by Chef Praz. A petition was proposed. I like how they mentioned the catering. A petition was proposed by Councillor Flunt to change the time of the Arcane Council meetings to Canthan Standard Time so that he does not have to disrupt his daily tea ceremony. The petition will be taken into consideration, will it now? Councillor Vark volunteered to read a letter from Councillor Ludo. She says that the Captain's Council will be hosting a summit between the nations of Cantha and Alona 2 weeks from today in Lion's Arch. Cantha will be demonstrating their new ley-infused jade filters, and Ludo has suggested that the council send students from each of the colleges to watch. Councillor Yak, this is the Inquesty guy, dismissed the notion, expressing concern over wasting resources. Flunt seconded Yak's concerns. Zudo dissented, but was quickly dismissed by Flax. So the 3 of them seem to be in it together here. Flax has pivoted to issue a formal complaint about the catering, noted that the blueberry tarts are dry and unsatisfying. Bleent and Yak agree. Yak notes that the ooze custard, however, is superb. Given that the formal complaints against the blueberry tarts have been dismissed. This is amazing. So pedantic and plodding and such a waste of everyone's time. It just seemed like a bunch of old, out-of-touch dodderers, right? Councillor Zudo once again brought up her petition to give the colleges additional access to funding following the recent budget cuts. She claims that multiple research crews have expressed concerns about funding and many need to halt progression. Flax asked to delay discussing the petition, citing a lack of preparedness, but suggested that each of the crews submit requests for funding so that they can be assessed individually. This suggestion satisfied Zudo, but really she's been given the runaround. Since Councillor Ludo is in Lion's Arch for another week at minimum, Yak volunteered to oversee the rations and supplies that are being prepared, and Flax approved, and we saw that he then fucked with them on the terminal a minute ago and gave them to the Inquest. 2 councillors... The thing is, right, we know he's Inquest, we know he vouches for them. The fact that he's redirecting supplies and giving it to them isn't necessarily a major scandal, in as much as we would kind of expect that to be his motivation anyway. He's not secretly Inquest. He is openly Inquest. 2 councillors discussed a play date between their 2 progeny. More boring bullshit, basically. Nothing came of it after both agreed that the children detested one another on ideological grounds. I love that. That's what Asuran children are like. They're already getting into arguments, not about clothes or boys or girls or cooties, but on ideological grounds. The meeting was adjourned when High Councillor Flax requested an urgent note to return to the usability station. The Arcane Council will reconvene when the councillors Ludo and Canny return from business. Okay, we didn't really learn much there that we didn't already know. Letters of correspondence.
Well, this confirms Flax's involvement. The High Councillor, working with the Inquest behind closed doors.
High Councillor, so directly from Yak. When the rest of the Tyrian when the rest of Tyria witnesses and respects Rata Sum as the monument of Tyrian brilliance, Asuran brilliance, you will know that we made the correct choice. I will inform the Inquest that they are free to depart. They will not be stopped. I see. Flax is insecure about Cantha and about their stagnation recently. And he's turned to current Inquest proposals. And again, though, I'm just going to say, devil's advocate or keeping an open mind, we don't know what the current Inquest plot is. It's a bit cartoony and simple-minded to say, oh, your Inquest, whatever you're doing is bad. Maybe they're onto something. Maybe it's not nefarious. You know, let's judge it based on what it is. And perhaps that's what Flax is thinking. Office console. One of the open files is an application submitted by Zaber requesting job transfer to the Applied Development Lab. Based on the submission date, Flax has clearly ignored it. Approve the request, effective immediately, and give her a salary increase. What? Okay. There you go. Zaber deserves better. Find a way to make it up to Zaber for becoming Flax's scapegoat. Yeah.
Castora. This must be where they're headed. I wonder what else Zin knew.
Well, based on Liss's observation there, this is going to be a juicy one. Arenanet! Liss should be saying this when I close the panel. It should be when I click X, man. Come on. Hi, Councillor. This is the passage that I spoke of before. When we meet next, I would be happy to share the rest. I worry about circulating too much information unprotected, especially before our imminent departure. It would also be really cool when I interact with I'm reading this as data, right? This is technology. I'm getting this off of a PDA. It would be so nice if they had some other graphics for the interface here with this. It's not a book, right? We don't want this book turning sound. We want a bleep noise, and we want it to look like a PDA back there. After pouring through... sorry. Who wrote this? We don't know. I just saw the word limitless power there, though, by the way, at the end. They're building a Tesseract, everybody. They're building the Infinity Ball. It's finally happening. In fact, was Liss my Infinity Ball character? No, I made a transatmospheric converter. It'd be interesting if Infinity Ball comes into this X-Pack. Okay, Higher Councillor, this is the passage that I spoke of before. When we meet next, I would be happy to share the rest. I worry about circulating too much info. So after pouring through Lenuso's journal, I don't know who that is, there are a handful of assumptions that I can make about travelling to the island of Castor. 1. Based on various maps and documents that I've been able to uncover in Lion's Arch, I believe I've identified the correct landmass. It's to the far southwest, farther than most sailors have travelled. This aligns with various statements found throughout the source text. 2. It would be a deeply complex journey. While I suspect that it's about equal distance travelling from the Tyrian mainland to the Canthan continent, that stretch of ocean is highly treacherous. Most sailors that I consulted with have urged me to proceed with immense caution. If not, drop the aspiration entirely. Not only did many refute the existence of such a place, but the general consensus is that modern vessels may not be enough to make it there intact. Alright, I know you guys want me to just read this straight through. I'm going to interrupt for a second, though. So Guild Wars Utopia was going to be set on a landmass that might have been, untethered in time or something. The campaign got cancelled and never happened. Years later, with the Guild Wars 2 art book, there was a bunch of lore in it which suggested that landmass, Zoteka, was real. It is a part of the canon. We just haven't had a chance to play it yet because the campaign got removed. But it is Guild Wars canon. Zotaker really is out there. Fast forward to now. They're talking about Castor. Almost in a similar sort of way. Really difficult to reach, blah, blah, blah. I wonder if Castor is Zotaker just by another name. It's interesting they say it's as close as Cantha, because it's clearly not. Cantha's clearly further. Well, maybe. I mean, I'm quibbling there. We don't need to quibble about that, do we? So who the fuck is Len Yuso? 3. Based on some of Len Yuso's accounts, I am not entirely sure what to expect in terms of danger. By the way, also, modern vessels can't make it. I mean, we had a fleet of flying airships go to Cantha. We're not all just on the sea anymore. Based on some of Len Yuso's accounts, I am not entirely sure what to expect in terms of danger. There are hundreds of sketches of creatures I've never seen, references to incomprehensible magic, a dream to any researcher, explorer, or innovator, but perhaps more than I can conquer when the rest of the continent is focused on the rise of the White Mantle. Who is writing this? Who is looking to conquer this landmass? 4. But I cannot ignore the possibility of what I may find on that island. While I can only guess based on the desperate musings of a now deceased lab specimen, the picture that has been painted for me is one of intrigue and existential revelation. Imagine Rata Novus, which is already a spectacle of innovation, but better. No restrictions, limitless power. So Len Yuso is described here as a deceased lab specimen. This is some dark shit. This is basically, you know, Malamides getting caught by the Asura and like tortured and stuff. The first Sylvari, the first time the Asura and the Sylvari came across one another. Really good, really dark story. I'm thinking a similar thing. I'm thinking Len Yuso is some sapient thing. I don't know. Is it a djinn? Is it a race we haven't met? Is it what? I don't know. But the Inquest got their hands on them and called them a lab specimen. Desperate musings. Is it a thing like when people leave this landmass, they can't really remember what it was like to be there or how to get there or something? It's like the island from Lost. I don't know. Okay. And what did Liz say to that? Castor, this must be where they're headed. I wonder what else Zin knew. Why did Liz mention Zin there? Zin didn't come up in that dialogue. Loranity says Zin's journal ... lab specimen. Wait, was it Zin's journal? We read it wasn't, was it? It was just a research volume or something. Okay, and then there's a corrupted memo here too.
Good to know Ludo isn't alone in all of this. I can't imagine all of Rata Sum aligning with the Inquest.
2 flags of the high... Oh.
Well, that confirms it. Time to get out of here.
No, let me read. 2 flags from the Arcane Council, from Director Azuli, Rata Sum Port Authority. This is an inquiry about Port Authority records being sealed. Hi, Councillor. I demand any and all information about your little audit of my database. Must I remind you that this is my jurisdiction and does not follow protocol, which even you must obey? I am more than happy to direct my crew to assist the Arcane Council in whatever skylarking they pursue, but not blindly. I expect answers, or I will take my distaste to the next public forum with the Council and City Directors. Yeah. Fuck these guys. Good, get in their face. That's good. Alright, let's sneak out.
I'm so sorry. Oh, God, let me try again.
Oh, oh, she's so pathetic. Oh, come on, we got to keep playing the part, though. How dare you make that mistake? Can't believe you're in trouble for that. Yeah, and Flax doesn't even care that I'm rolling on the floor laughing. Okay.
Still got it.
Wait.
Why has the flux correlator halted data organization? Zeba, a word?
Oh god, I fucked her over in another way there. I didn't even think I could do that. Okay, cool. What's in these other corridors? I'm sure there's absolutely nothing. Oh! No, that's... Okay, that's the main one. I love these labs, man. I really do. Ah, the city. Look at that. I feel like Batman looking out over Gotham. We need to weed out this corruption. Farewell. Me and my otter and my toad. I've seen enough. Hello, Ludo.
Flax is in on the whole thing. Coordinated with Inquest leadership to raid Zin's storage facility for data. They're headed to an island called Castor, searching for something, but they were smart enough not to write it down.
Damn it.
Castor, huh? I've heard the name. A seafarer's fable. It's an island to the far southwest. A couple weeks' journey, at minimum. Not approachable, best I know. I haven't heard of anyone going and leaving. But that explains why they needed ships. Too far for airship capability.
I see.
I didn't think it was even possible by sea. That's a very dangerous stretch of ocean. But such a journey could put my name next to Margaret's. I could surpass her glory even.
Ooh, maybe.
I can try to get you there, Commander. If we think it's a good idea. If the Inquest think they can reach the island, I bet we can too.
Calm, Captain. I'll confirm with the Alliance for the sake of protocol. But as a counselor of Rata Sum, I'll encourage it. As for the Arcane Council...
I do not envy your status, Ludo.
Neither do I.
Okay. So we're just sort of going on a hunch to see what's going on.
Castor is the sort of place that you hear stories about, but question its existence. This is a once-in-a-lifetime voyage. It's appeared on our maps under a few names, and you can see it if you stray far enough from the route to Cantha. I'm sure people have tried to land, but since we never heard those stories, they likely never made it back.
No.
But it's a strange choice for the Inquest. We don't know what's there, though perhaps they do now.
No, you shouldn't be able to see it. No! Sorry, stray from the route to Cantha. How fucking far are you going to have to stray? This isn't a pond. It's not a lake. It's an ocean. All right, you shouldn't be able to see it even from here. I mean, that's mental. All right, sorry, I'm good. I'm not going to quibble. Yeah, under a few names. That's interesting. Zotaker might come up, eh?
I'm going to touch base with my sister next. She's been overseeing some changes to the dynamics curriculum. Hard to book. But if Flax and Yak are moving in shadow, I need to make sure the rest of the Arcane Council is ready to take action.
Oh, the few names could be a callback to the Dermot Priory carpet. Hey, I like the way you think, Banjo. That's a good thought too. Yeah, maybe. Wind currents don't necessarily go straight, and avoiding the Battle Isles remnants may be a measure of self-preservation. Yeah, maybe. But I mean, look, even the Battle Isles aren't that big. And they're all the way down here. I mean, we could quite easily side-skirt that and still be bang on. Speaking of which, still looking forward to a mini X-Pack where we go there. Or hell, even just a patch, I guess. Alright, we got a few achievements there. I don't know if we're missing a lot. Possibly. Yeah, the carpet. The carpet. I can't remember what they called it. Sunrise Crest, maybe? Jesus, fast load is making the footage a bit crazy here, but I still prefer that to a long loading screen, I have to say. Meet your allies in LA to make the voyage. Oh, I really thought we were going to voyage from here, since it was also kind of, I guess, Draconis mobs. Somewhat in the way. Oh, we're going to the tip of the crab claw. It occurs to me that I want to raid on Evoker before they nerf the build, so I might actually fully unlock it. I mean, how much of the experience do we lose there from that? I don't know. Our next session is tomorrow, so I've got a lot happening tomorrow as well. By the way, this Let's Play is basically going to be daily, guys, but not tomorrow. Tomorrow's the one day that's not going to be daily. I've got stuff that I've got to do. And some very sick dogs to look after and stuff. And I'm just not going to be able to stream during it. There's just no way.
Commander, we've been cleared to sail. Our crew's all here, just getting things boarded up and ready to go.
I don't know if I'm impressed, or deeply concerned about this lineup?
It's all the Alliance could sanction at the last minute. Everyone is a little at odds on how to approach this one. They're intrigued by Castor, but a bigger fleet would need more consensus, and we don't want to give the Inquest leeway. Oh, and you're in charge.
Yay.
I'm what?
We were just making our acquaintance with your darling friend Iskarin. Tell me, does the Astral Ward invest?
I didn't think we were here for profiteering. After Councilor Ludo informed the Alliance of the Inquest's movements, I thought my expertise would be beneficial to all. This Castora is a dangerous place, from what I've heard.
And Canuck will be lending the Martingale in supplement to my own ship, the Dark Leviathan. Baby's first voyage.
Throwing shade.
And if she gets scratched, I will scream.
Then that leaves you, Ritlock. Are you here for pleasure, punishment, or both?
Carisha thought I could use some air. If I had to keep listening to Bengar's rhetoric, I'd probably be in a cell too.
When do we set sail?
As soon as you tell us to.
Then let's get going.
I've got quite a few thoughts here. Okay, first of all, yeah, actually, I can play Evoker on an alt. I just move my infusions over, so that's not a problem, and that's a good point. So the cast for this expansion is just people getting some air. When Iskarin said, "Oh, I'm coming," I thought, "Oh, I wonder if he's lying. I wonder if he knows more about Castora than he's letting on." And we'll discover that later. And I guess that could be true. So maybe that's here with him. But, like, Ritlock doesn't really have a deep reason for coming. No one really has a... And I don't know what that says. I think that says something about the storytelling lately. I think it says Castora is quite a shallow idea right now that we don't really have anything to hook into. But the characters themselves are just kind of all standing around, right, like, not... Like, we don't have any characters in the cast that have history or have, like, had this hook, or it's not something they've been building to for a while, so we just sort of plop them there. And that to me is symptomatic of something that I don't like about the storytelling very much. Ideally, this scene, we'd have 2 or 3 characters here that have been burning to go to Castora for a long time, and it's like, oh, finally, here's the moment, right? And instead it's just, oh, hi, you haven't been with us for 3 years, and now you are here with us on the 3rd year, and why? Oh, just getting some fresh air. You know, there's no like stakes or like depth to that, you know. But whatever. Ultimately, it doesn't really matter very much, I guess. Okay, so and then finally, someone said fast load can break cutscenes in chat just now. Is that true? So Venny 1689, have you played this with fast load and it's broken the cutscenes for you? You said could mess up the cutscenes. I mean, maybe I'll just turn it off. Can I turn it off without rebooting the game? I'll just click disable. And we'll just see. I think at a minimum you could have greeted your friends upon seeing... Yeah, exactly. Like, I didn't even realise Ritlock was standing next to me. Or Isgarin. Like, these people just kept popping up and Liz just didn't even really seem to... But I don't know whether that might be my fault, though, because I was a bit distracted looking at the fast load comment. How can you yearn to go to a place you don't load? You haven't had that issue, but you assume for safety. Okay, all right, well, fine. And look, it's new concept art anyway, so we can have fun. Oh, this is called a sly swashbuckler in the rowboat, ready to row us there. That is cool. I like that. And there's a cutthroat leaning against the wall. That's also nice. Okay, unscheduled departures. Oh, gorgeous. Oh, look at that. Gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Now, this is going to be a long voyage.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Oh, we actually are on the boat.
Weather sure took a turn. I should track down Saida.
Yeah, it's like the start of EOD again. Excellent. Nice. We get the cool water physics. We saw a bit of these in Janthir Wilds. The rain looks good. Hell yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, hello, Saida. Where are we on the world map right now? In the middle as well. Look at this. Usually, like, when you press M to check something like this, you'll just be, like, overlaid in a weird spot or whatever. No, that's really good. A kestrel chode? Oh no, chul, sorry. Do you know what? They could have called it a chode. They called that skill Scrit Snatch for a while. Okay, kestrel chul, and he's given himself fury somehow. Oh, this is badass.
Look who's awake. I swear, you slept for half
Look,
the
I'm
journey,
sleepy, all right.
Commander.
I don't know how you get any rest on this vessel.
Probably would have kept sleeping if the weather hadn't turned. Oh, I don't want my ears to get wet.
Oh, I like that. That was
Storms
cute.
have only just begun. I expect things to get much more bumpy.
Oh my god, a little bit of
Wait,
personality from the
did you
commander
hear
there.
that? Great!
I wonder what a human would say.
Made it this far without an attack. Crew, weapons up!
Hey, you getting attacked by Crate on the boat as well?
This Earth is my weapon.
The only slight tweak I would make to this is I would have these be Naga. I know we're not technically, as we were just discussing, really that close to Cantha, but and the lore is more suited maybe for the Crate. Fine, but it'd be a cool little moment. If some roaming Naga appear as well, then that's even better. Porque no lostos, am I right, everybody? Canuck's ship is being boarded. Yeah, let's launch over there. Nice. Oh. Hey, is this new combat music?
Earth is my weapon.
Is this, let's readjust the balance here a bit.
There's the power.
What do we all think about the soundtrack? Ha, getting daily blood in the water from that, that's nice. This is good, they're actually for hitting me as well. It's a real fight.
Commander! Commander!
Oh shit, he sounded freaked out there. That was very good delivery there.
Accelerating.
Yeah, putting out the fires. This is like the OG Guild Wars experience to me. Because who didn't have this experience of that first farm in Queensdale? Karka! Okay. More deep sea creatures.
I command stone and soil. Armor enhanced.
So far, so good. Now, can I toad from range? How does it work? It's PBAOE around me, right? Pretty sure that's how the toad works. I'll have to have a look at it. Reef Riders. Oh, it's a veritable smorgasbord of aquatic Tyrian fauna. We could get some angry Quaggan. Wasn't there a little hint about some weird shit going on with the Quaggan? It's fun to think there might be Largos under here. What if like a Largos assassin gets up on deck?
Look, something is attacking the Dark Leviathan.
Dark Leviathan's such a good ship name, by the way.
Never had the cannons repaired.
Got these harpoons at least. Just try not to take out Saida's ship.
Oh shit, wait, what? Sorry. Oh, was I supposed to say on... I didn't actually mean to go on... Yeah, here we go. Crate of harpoons. Harpoon the tentacles? Dudes! Oh my god, it's the deep sea monster, guys. Wouldn't it be amazing if it's just like a throwaway moment? They resolved that. The whole Raisu Palace story gets resolved just on the boat on the way to a completely different story. I say amazing, that's a potential to be a disaster as well, but you know.
Keep it up!
We get a unique icon for that as well. And they're reusing spears in a fun way there too, as well, with the harpoons. 1 week later. Oh, that could have been a bit longer of a black screen there. Wow. This is quite the journey.
I don't like this fog.
It has a magical quality to it. Stings the senses. Even I cannot look beyond with a bare eye.
It's scrambling our navigation instruments too. I can't tell where we are. I I can't see anything.
Captain, we're being attacked by crabs.
Okay, bit relentless. Can we not have a heart-to-heart for a moment? Of course, having absolutely no utility skills doesn't really help me. Let's summon our golem, shall we? God, I wish I had armor of earth or just any stun break on me right now. Yeah, get that golem up there. Come on. A bit of knowledge. I looked up a martingale can refer to a betting strategy where you double your bet after each loss with the hope that an eventual win will recover all the previous losses plus the profit. So the thing that makes gamblers go broke. Basically, right? Strategy in air quotes. I only knew Martingale as a surname.
Moving out.
Who's that lady in BoJack Horseman that they keep talking about?
It'll be fun, Krisha said.
Yeah, you love this.
Martingale alone. The finest elderwood. Sourced by hand from ore. So don't scratch her.
Oh, this is the finest elder wood sourced by hand from ore. Don't scratch her. I love that. I think Matt's Canuck has a lot more emotion to him. Margot Martingale. Yeah, that's it. There you go. Martin Yingdale? Wait, is it a G or a D? You were also thinking of BoJack? Yeah. But that's good. Canuck, casino owner, one in the Martingale. I get it. That's good. This is clearly not as good of a ship. But I would be proud of it too, Canuck. What's going on here? This guy's just chilling. Dax, reading a book. Pax looks like me a bit. Dax and Pax. They're the Guild Wars, Biggs and Wedge. Alright. Speak with Isgarin about navigating through this magical fog.
Starting to understand why no one gets this far. I'll steer us straight into a rock at this rate.
What do we do?
This fog. The magic has tried to obfuscate our senses by manipulating the atmosphere around us.
It looks good, by the way.
It's a very complicated spell. But if I can isolate the energies into distilled pockets of the magic's purest form, we may be able to see through it. It will take all of my focus to maintain these pockets. Wayfinder, you will need to guide us.
Willing to give it a try.
Saida, man the ship. I will begin when the Wayfinder is ready. I will channel the energies in the air while you collect them. You should be able to see a break in the path.
So we're going to blast sound waves into the Pale, guys, to give it information and force reality so we can travel through it and find a more Isola. Astral Leap. Perform an agile leap into the air, enhanced in strength by Isgarin's magic. Okay. So is this just like a big jump, basically? Okay, yeah. Nice, and we gently float down. They've given us a real variety of things to do here. This is a really well-made instance. Dude, if every instance of this expansion is around this quality bar, we're on for a good one. It's definitely an impressive opening. More impressive than Secrets of the Obscure and Janthir Wilds. Look at this. Look at all the different things we've got to interact with. We can climb up to the crows. This is cool! Wait, you want me to go that way? Wait, what? That's going to take me down, right? So I get these arrows. Oh, shit. What? Oh, go port side.
Head to port! Got it! We're safe to sail on!
Oh, God, I hope I didn't fuck it up. Oh, look, we're actually moving and everything as well. And that's the thing. Last time we were dealing with Inquest in a big way, it was the Sandswept Isles release.
Yes. It's been here for a while.
Oh, very good.
We're probably sailing over a graveyard.
Look at this with the camera work. And while we were on a moving boat and everything. And it didn't appear janky or anything. Holy shit. I'm trying desperately not to talk about the opening to Stormblood. The dungeon on the boat. Very cool. Can I guide him again? That was fun. I'll do that again.
Quickly, Wayfinder, while the magic is coalesced.
Indeed. Okay, I just got to collect a bit more. So we can glide and everything. You know what's great about this as well? Because in Season 4, when you first get this boat, it's such an interesting asset. It's so well made. There's so much to it. But you don't really get to, like, clamber around and do shit on it meaningfully. And now here, we get that experience, you know? I swear I missed one of the pieces of magic there. Right, let's go back up and see where we think we need to go this time. Okay, they're telling me to go left again, right?
Head to port! Got it! We're safe to sail on!
Oh, there's an achievement. That's navigate through the fog without making any errors. What does an error look like? I kind of want to make an error. I bet there's a hidden achievement worth 0 AP to make an error. What does it do? We just scrape the side? Do we piss off Canuck because we get the martingale damaged a little bit? Very cool.
Glad we didn't hit those.
It is frightening.
That's not me moving the camera, by the way. That's all them, and it feels natural and good. You can see the route on the map too. Oh yeah, look at that. So we're going a bit of a weird way. Third time's the charm? I wonder if it's random. Left twice seems a bit interesting.
I've distilled the energies so you can collect them once more, Wayfinder.
Okay, once more. I'm not on like a time limit, am I? Because they're stopping the boats. Oh. One. It's a slight shame that a lot of these NPCs standing around aren't also scripted like those dock workers to be like moving shit, at least. Because it does very much feel like they're just watching us. You know, like animate on the ropes or something. Okay, and then head over there. Whoa. I think asking me to do it 3 times is the sweet spot for a first playthrough. This will probably feel a bit tedious on multiple runs, but that's fine. Okay, so we want to go right this time.
Head to starboard! Haven't hit anything yet. Must have been the right direction.
Well, I hope. And we're actually turning.
That looks like a modern vessel. Or what remains of one.
Inquest.
One of the boats from Lion's Arch recently. I love it. Look, you got the trees up there and everything looming out of the fog. You got yourself stuck in the crow's nest and you did make an error. No hidden achievement though. I mean, I assume it would just be that the NPCs bitch at you. And there's maybe a shaking sound or something. Like a bit of camera shake and a crash sound.
Collect them once more, Wayfinder.
Oof, okay, 4 times. I do think this is one too many. Okay. No big deal though. And my guess is it will be forward on this last one. And we'll get there. You can glide. Yeah, I have been gliding. I have been gliding. I know just a second ago I was, but, you know, earlier I was as well. Oh. Oh, imagine how knackered you'd be climbing this. All these over and over and over and over again. Yeah, it says forwards.
Straight ahead!
Straight ahead!
Got a clear path. Good work, Commander!
And that's it. I think we're ready to go. Unless it's forwards. I mean, it's quite a wide instance. It feels like there is maybe space to make me do it again. Making mistakes is actually quite punishing. You sail the wrong way and go in a circle until where you started. It takes ages. Oh, really? Oof. Oh, we're on the left now. Nautical divination.
What was that?
The martingale!
Oh!
Canuck!
Please.
What is that thing?
Holy shit!
She's in a foul position.
Oh! Wow!
Overboard! Now! Save as many as you can!
Oh, that was a good animation. Rescue rope.
Consider my salary tripled, Canuck!
All right, we can pull this guy in. Heave, yank on the rope. This is quite cool because Core had a lot of this stuff, but in like during the ore arc especially. But it was like not done very well. This is really good. Oh look!
Bad idea.
Go on, I'll get Ritlock out. Come on, come on, buddy. Well, I'm gonna keep Canuck in the water last. Oh, you're gonna make me do every single one of them? What? Come on. I wonder if this is teaching me a recurring mechanic later. I mean, we'll probably get some dynamic events utilizing this, right? There you go, an Ash Legion scout.
What if I just swam after her?
Oh, she's gone, man.
It's not showing off if you earned it.
No. My darling. My martingale. She... Can I get a little empathy?
We have crew to account for first. Then you can moorn that damn ship.
Don't trust water that I can't see the bottom of.
Just a little farther now.
Oh, here we go. This will probably be the logo coming up. My guess.
The trees. The rock formations. Coursing with magic. This must be Castor.
Damn, she's got some mad eyeliner going on. So the fog itself just ripped that boat to pieces. So someone or something doesn't want us here, and it doesn't strike me that that was Inquest. Unscheduled departures, Shipwreck, Strand. Oh, God, look at the blues, the colours. There we go. Now we get a good view. None of that horrible 720p upscaled .bink videos. No, the full-blown 1440p Guild Wars in its glory. Yes. I wish all the cutscenes looked like this. Visions of Eternity. There you go. Oh, you get the birds over there. You heard a screeching sound before the monster, and it was a monster? Before the shipwreck, it was a monster? Oh, okay. Good point. Oh, when they said it was using the fog, they meant, like, to hide or whatever. Oh, that was really good, the way they would pull the camera in to reveal where we're standing as well. The logo that they threw up last year in Janthier Wilds wasn't such a good beat. This was very good as an opener. Hey guys.
Everyone holding up?
We're fine. Could have been a lot worse. Most of the crew went ashore. Needed some firmer ground beneath their boots.
All right, good. I'll head that way.
Do me a favor and grab one of those crates. Just food. Shouldn't be heavy. Kiango's taking inventory of what we've got left. I'll be right behind you. Need to make note of any damages so I can get her patched. Probably won't be journey ready for a while.
Couldn't have asked for more. Love it. That is how I like to begin an adventure. I think they did so well with the intro this time. Last year, with the discreet just portaling. Do you remember? You just walk up here and you just portal. So disappointed by that. So disappointed by the way we got to the Horn of the Maguma. EOD was a great intro. POF was a great intro. Heart of Thorn's a bit of a meh. They've had their moments, like with Draconis Mons. This was another one of their moments. I think they did really well here. That is great. That's a good expansion opener, isn't it? Because they could have... Can I just be very clear? They could have very easily written this as we're at the claw, right? And we walk over and Isgaran says, "Oh, I thought I would come. Ulysses didn't know much about Castor, but I feel I can make a portal." And then he makes a portal and you press F and then you're there, right? They could have... That's the Janthier Wilds treatment. They could have done that. They didn't do that. They spun up a really, really cool intro sequence. And I applaud that. I think that was good. All right, and yet when we're still not even out of it. I like it. Oh, I was going to say, it looks like even the doors have closed in now. And now we just spam around on mounts, right? Guild Wars seriously needs to take mounts away until you do your first map comp or whatever, you complete expert of the story. Because the exploration of the actual map is just, it's not going to be the same. But hey, I will try to go mountless as much as possible for my own enjoyment. Secrets of the Obscure had that Sarah's horror chase sequence, which was great. Yeah, you're right, actually. That was an okay bit in Secrets of the Obscure. You're right. I mean, the most dramatic thing visually that happened there was seeing the Temple of Febe, which they then reused for the strikes and everything, so it's lost a bit of its shine for me. But no, overall, you're right. You're definitely right. Oh, look, there's a little skiff out there. I wonder if it's moving around. I wonder if the sharks and the dolphins and everything as you're skimmering around are a thing again.
Hi. Thanks, Commander.
No worries.
Heck of a cleanup job ahead of us. Canuck's ship is all over the bay. We don't have eyes on all the crew yet, either. But we made it. Hopefully the Inquest don't get too far ahead of us while we collect ourselves.
Castoran Survivalist Mastery unlocked. Learn to survive Castora, just like the Shipwreck survivors. Okay. We've unlocked a new part of the Mastery panel. Oh, that's weird. It's still a collapse. Okay, well, whatever. Stealthy Survivor. Learn how to use the helpful castaway supplies to move carefully among the land's hostile inhabitants. So last year in the Let's Play for Janthier Wilds, I didn't read ahead. We just took them as we got them, and I really liked that. So I'm going to do that again. I don't know what these other ones are going to be, and I'm going to hold off until we get Stealthy Survivor. Okay. Bags of loot, some Castoran caches of riches. New items,
Another
yay.
testament to my greatness.
Oh, and we get our first mastery point. Okay, so... Right, well, okay. Visions of Eternity Act 1 Mastery. We're making progress. We get a relic from this. The Relic of the Scoundrel. Gain increased critical hit chance for a duration after we inflict blind or weakness. But hitting crit cap is not an issue in Guild Wars, so... Not interested in that relic. Okay. And there's no space for open world, flexible, fun buildcraft, because it's all too easy anyway. So I don't see the space for it, or where I'd be enthusiastic about that one. Wayfinder, great seeing you take action as always. Anything I can do to help you out? So Vanark. I don't remember you. Where are you from? I guess Sandswept Isles, literally, right? He must have just been one of the Omicron. What do you think of this place? A breath of fresh air when you ignore the circumstances that brought us here. I'm eager to explore. It already reminds me so much of home, so much so that I'm feeling kind of homesick. That's nice. Yeah, own it. If this ends up feeling a bit like the Sandspit Isles, own it. There's a rift hunter here. So there are rifts? Oh, here's Narcisse. Wasn't she quite big on ore with its ore's revival and rejuvenation? Hello, Ritlock. No one's saying anything. Oh. Deckhand Begbie. There's a lightly wrinkled letter here. Oh, it's to Isgaran from Lear. Isgaran, couldn't find you this morning for a chat, so I left this brief of what I wanted to discuss in your robe pocket. Waiting Dawn, oh yeah, that's her new name, mentioned you were accompanying the Wayfinder to more tropical surrounds. She was glad to have a chance to... There's a little hint there, by the way, that they know a bit more about Castor than they'd originally let on, because they know it's quite tropical here. She was glad to have a chance to spend time in Amnitas after all this time. I wanted to get her to jot down some notes on the Heart of the Obscure while she's here, but Dagda asked I not disturb her while she communes with the World Spy. Oh, wow! Two good beats there. First of all, big issue with the story that through the entire time she hasn't talked to us about the Heart of the Obscure. Criminal, really. That's immediately Arenanet are like responding to that there, I think. And secondarily, talking about the World Spy app. Excellent. Once again, trying to extract straightforward answers from you, Elder Wizards, is like trying to pry a diamond from Skrit's hands. Meanwhile, the Tyrian Alliance continues to drag their heels on our proposal for assess activity in the Realm of Torment after Cormyr's exodus and other recent events. My own digging during the Titan mess turned up nothing new. Lucky for us, your expedition into Barvanisos gave you a chance to assess the Foundry, albeit from a distance. Maybe one day the Alliance Council will see the benefit of a more thorough investigation. For now, I've been fielding the occasional request from Ogden Stonehealer, love that, since our talks with the Priory began. He and some of the other Deljamor would like to talk, and I'm of two minds about it, figuratively speaking. You know my facets had some nasty bouts of cryptid possession while you were wrestling with Ceres. Some of my suppressed memories were dredged to the surface and, well, let's just say my chances of a family reunion are pretty damn slim. This must be related to some of those side stories we did. Still, with dwarven memories being what they are, who can say if someone's kept a lantern lit for me, you know? Enough with my own baggage. Enjoy yourselves. There's some of the world's weight off of those world-bearing shoulders. Safe travels, Lear. It just occurred to me that we're going to be really distant from the rest of Tyria for a while now, so like some of the most incredible moments of Janthir Wilds were those Lion's Arch scenes, the council scenes, and I guess we won't get anything like that. It also occurs to me, as I said at the start of this video, what I think they've been doing really well is like the written press F dialogue lately. I think they do really well, and straight away, like, I think that's probably going to be true this year as well. Excellent. Out to the Shipwreck Strand. Waiting Sorrow was a better name. Waiting Sorrow, as we knew her in Secrets of the Obscure, I think was a fantastic character, and I loved the name. A lot of that sort of got dispelled for me, I think, last year. So I don't mind if she's calling herself Waiting Dawn now.
It was unpleasant.
Yeah.
You seemed fine on the ship. Happy to have your boots on solid ground.
Oh, look, it's nighttime.
No need of solid ground. Right. Should have just floated here then, wizard. Had I done so, Bottom Feeders would now be picking your fur from...
What's the damage assessment, Captain?
Kiango's getting a handle on that now. The Leviathan seems to be in good shape. Canuck's ship, on the other hand...
She's gone. Gently nudging the coral on the seafloor. Oh, sweet Martingale. Such a tragedy.
Most of your crew made it off the ship. Could have been a lot worse.
Yes, of course.
This place is not as I expected. The danger is palpable.
I'll do a bit of scouting, while you all sort things out and console our grieving friend here.
If you find any bits or bobs of value, bring them back, will you? I'll need to recoup my losses.
Oh, that's clearly an achievement or something. That's clearly going to be something we can do. You press F of Wreck of the Martingale or something. Can I just say, Ritlock was not around for Secrets of the Obscure, right? So we're seeing these two interact. Are they going to be bickering the whole time? I'm down for this. Genuinely. I think this is going to be quite a good cast. I like all four of these guys. And then whoever's new gets introduced as well. Oh, my lovely martingale, taken from me too soon. Are you alright, Canuck? I'll come round eventually. I just need time. Time to grieve. Time to come to terms with the shock of such a loss. Loss of money, you mean? Kicking a man while he's down, Commander, but yes. One gets used to the finer things. The losses have a greater sting. Also, we did lose a few of the crew. I want to compensate their families. Okay. Yeah, look, we just have to accept the fact, guys. Canuck is not edgy anymore. He's not in that space, and I lament that. But we have also gained a pretty good comic relief character out of it. Ritlock, what do you think? I told Cree I was tired of dealing with politics. She said I needed adventure. Starting to think I should have kept my snout closed. Not off to a good start, are we? Could be better. So what do you think of this place so far? I've been a lot of places, interior and the plains beyond. This place feels different somehow, that's for sure. Almost like we've stepped back in time. Holy there's no... Are we really doing a Zoteka thing? Is time travel going to be a thing? Infinite energy because the Inquest are harvesting it from the fourth dimension? Stealing energy from other times? There's something untamed, almost primordial to it, I agree. Saida the Sly. Hey, Commander, this little cove's shaping up to be a pretty decent base of operations. Quite a backdrop, too. It's stunning. How's the crew? Yeah, it is. By the way, I put depth blur on, which takes a lot of clarity away from the stars. Like, if we turn it off... Never mind. It's the same. So, whatever. But yeah, it's very, very astral, isn't it? Overall, not too shabby. Some groups have started branching out to explore, do some research. Could be worse, all things considered. Canuck, on the other hand. He's being dramatic. I get the feeling he'll bounce back soon enough. What about Vanark? Wayfinder, great seeing you take action as always. Anything I could do to help out? Anything I should know about rifts on Castor? Well, we're still figuring that out, but they're not like the ones we're used to. Local wildlife emerged from them. A couple of scouts said that an Inquest ambush fell from another. The heart of the obscure concealed them nonetheless. Odd. Yeah, this is weird. Janthir Wilds did not handle the existence of rifts and titans coming out of rifts very well at all. It was a bit weird, really. Like, it was a twist that titans were a thing, yet the entire time in the open world map, they were just coming out of the rifts anyway. It's a bit odd to have this island here with active rifts, right? When the whole point of the Wizard's Court is to keep tabs on that shit. And what, it's just happening here, and by coincidence we're here to fight it? I wonder whether they'll explain that a little better. What do you think of this place? Well, it's a breath of fresh air when you ignore the circumstances that brought it. I'm eager to explore. Yeah, I remember we read that. There's a sly swashbuckler. Survivalist supply stash. So this is a part of the mastery, right? I need to unlock the stealthy survivor mastery to interact with it. And it will stealth me? If it's a really long-lasting stealth that only goes away when I initiate combat, then maybe that's interesting as a mastery. If it's just like 5 seconds after pressing F on a bag, I don't see how that's very fun. If they integrate that into modern strikes, or I should just say raid encounters, that could be cool. Or meta events and things. So we do have a portal now, back. I have no problem with this. It's about the initial journey, right? Nautical charts of the unending ocean. Cultural exchange. Read literature. So there's 5 pieces of literature here. It's from members of the Tyrian Alliance. So this is from Lawson Mariner to Saida. A handwritten note sits atop a small pile of maps, charts and documents. Captain Saida, these materials were all I could dig up from our humble maritime archive in the city. Pretty sure some of them were on loan from the Priory, and I never got around to returning them. Whoopsie. The earliest mentions of Castor appear in the ancient Marganite sailing records. Oh, cool! Before the fall. See? Do you see what I mean? Like, oh. The written documents are so effete and familiar and competently written in terms of the world building and knowing the setting and drawing interesting aspects of the setting. So the Marganites sailed around here, did they? That might be more than just a casual reference, by the way, because obviously they were very close to Abaddon. Maybe Abaddon had some interest here or something, I don't know. When their ships ruled the unending ocean. Others come from ancient Canthan vessels, rumored to have been blessed or guided by celestial entities. A good number of these records were supposedly plundered by Corsair fleets between 324 after the Exodus and the end of the first Great Corsair War after 712. After that, they traded hands between Corsairs and other pirates before the raising of Ore. Descriptions are few. There's a constant mention of an unusual marine layer that blankets the entire coast of the island continent. For the most part, they read as if they were mostly written from ships, stopping to fish or scrounge for wreck salvage, only to catch the briefest silhouette or outline of a landmass. That's all that stood out from a skim. Perhaps you'll have better luck. Based on your reputation, if anyone has half a shot of reaching the shore, it's the Sly. And with that said, I'm looking forward to hearing what Castor has to offer Lion's Arch, Captain. Safe seas. From Lawson Mariner. Dialogue like this doesn't... Sorry, writing text like this don't necessarily progress the story or reveal anything, but they are fun to read. That's great. Anything higher up on the ship? Now, I'm wondering whether I want a Springer or not. Maybe we just skim her. Someone in chat said that earlier. Yeah, it's like the homework was done. Exactly, Wolfie. Yeah. Margonites used to sail the Crystal Desert. Well, yeah, but it was... Yeah, so the Crystal Sea, I guess. I don't recall them being described as ruling all of the unending oceans, but maybe that was in there somewhere. I won't say that it wasn't. So here we have legendary components. Raw etching stones can be spent at vendors in the Starlit Weld or consumed. But we need antiquated ducats. What is a ducat? And I don't mean a Cardassian. Seriously though, what is that? What's a ducat? Dusat? Aether-rich sap. We can trade for chromatic sap. Gifts of adventure, seas, trades. Wow, this is like making Orax, but it's already all here. It's all available. We didn't have to wait for a patch. We just get it straight away. Holy shit. That's an improvement over Janthea Wilds as well, right? We waited for the... And Secret of the Obscure. Weren't we waiting for the patches for the legendaries to unlock? They've just got them all in here right at release this time. And so then we have some new gear. We'll preview all this and show it off later when we actually get it. An unusual coin vendor. So we're now back down to 0 unusual coins, right? Because they've transferred. So we have to learn how to get these in the new X-Pack. And I like systems like this. I think this is good. So it's quite a hefty amount for a lot of these things. Dragon's blood stuff is interesting. Oh, no, I see what's happening here. Oh. So spears came into the game last year, and that means that a lot of prestige weapon sets that predated spears never had a spear as a part of them. So if you wanted... So Volcanic, right? This weapon set was introduced in the Icebrood Saga. This is the Icebrood Saga set, but spears weren't in the game yet, so they didn't do it, right? Living Water was... that's not Mount Barrier, is it? Anyway, these are all new sets that just didn't get spears. So Arenanet said, okay, we'll give you spears for all of these. Look at this. They're completing the look. That's very cool. Heroic Dragon's Blood, that's Season 4 again there. Light Warden. Good idea. You might say that's more of a Janthea Wilds thing, but fuck it. Yeah, I was like looking at that. I was thinking the lore there seems really weird. Why would that be a thing? Maybe we'll learn it in the story later. But no, I see what they're doing there. There's some Tengu here scouting around. So everyone that we meet in this expansion, so far, they've all come off this boat. So it's a good thing the boat's as big as it is, right? It's a bit like playing Halo, right? Halo CE, where there's just so many Marines. But because the Pillar of Autumn is so fucking massive, you can really believe that all these tanks and vehicles and, you know, warthogs and stuff, they really did all come from the Pillar of Autumn. But hopefully we'll discover some people who have been living here for a long time. And of races that we're familiar with. Oh, there's a bouncing mushroom. Wow, where could that possibly go? Because I don't see any destination for it. So it might take us really high. Ready? Oh, yeah, pretty high. Oh, a Kestrel journal? Kestrels have been here? The last few years have been a whirlwind. The world nearly ended, Cantha reopened, demons invaded, and now I'm on a ship bound for some mythic land. Ayumi was impressed with how I came to Kinkai's aid and routed those cryptists with half a dozen archers. It gained us no small amount of appreciation from the Empire. Not that we shill for it. When the Tyrian Alliance called and the Empress requested an emissary from Mori Village, the elders named me as Ayumi's alternate, should the need arise. I wouldn't have thought of meeting Empress Yin even a few years ago, and now she knows my name, my hobbies, my robe measurements. I'm taking it in stride the best I can, but it puts me at unease. It can be difficult to tell if she's just being kind or trying to buy my loyalty. Perhaps both are true, but I can wrestle with the truth with that later. For now, I should focus on surviving this expedition. I plan to keep a close eye on the other Canthan delegates while in Castor. Some are probably itemizing assets and land to claim as I write this, and I'm not so blindly enamored with the promise of Cantha's future that I've forgotten that the Empire's own Minister of Security was ousted as a purist in recent memory. So, I'll shadow them, I'll listen in on their conversations. It would be a shame if one were to try to undermine the delicate balance of the Alliance so far from the towering walls of New Kaineng, where anything could happen. Oh, dude, the setting is really popping off at the moment. This is good. Oh, this guy's called Clover. Rift Hunter Clover. It's a Sylvari with a badass looking mask. And we have some story steps here. Alright, guys. It's nearly 3 hours. We've done the intro. As far as I remember, with Secrets of the Obscure and with Janthir Wilds, that's what we did. We did the intro. I think with Janthir Wilds, we went slightly further ahead. We did the first council meeting. Saw the sneaky twist with Waiting Sorrow. And then we got our spear and ended. I'm going to end this episode here today. I don't want to do 2 big, massive, meaty, long episodes because, you know, they'll look too intimidating for people to click and watch. So that's going to be the end of episode 1. So last year I did it every other day. I'm not doing it every other day this time. They are going to be daily episodes, as I mentioned, except tomorrow. So yeah, I will see you guys next time on Thursday. If you've got any feedback for my setup or things you want to make sure I don't miss out on or anything like that, please feel free to message me. You can drop a comment here on YouTube. Thank you for the donations and the members and the people supporting this. If you guys do want to support the series, please do consider joining me on Patreon. I have a link in the description. And lots of streams to come, guys. I'm really impressed with the opening so far. I think it's been good. So thank you all. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll be back for more next time. Take care, guys. Sorry, before you go, I want to leave you with some thoughts. Zin's journal, lab, and a dead specimen. Zin's journal, a lab, and a dead specimen. Well, the thing about the dead specimen makes me think of the Inquest with the water minion thing. Wasn't it dead? They only had dead things. I don't know what about Zin's journal, though, and all of that. Very interesting. And it's cool, by the way, because this has all been very, like, medieval, nautical, and fantasy so far, but we know that this expansion is full of, like, you know, big, heavy, Inquest-y, techie stuff. I can't wait to see these raptors and all that. So, I don't know. All right, thanks, guys. Have a good one. See you next time. Oh, shit. Wait. Menevia just said it's Guild Wars 1 related. I know what you mean then. You're talking about you're talking about in the Warring Crater when Zin was dissecting a seer. Oh, so Isgaren's going to learn something about that. That's going to be epic. That's a really cool plot point. Isgaren's going to learn about that seer that got killed and dissected. That's going to be amazing. What a cool idea for a bit of story. I wonder how that ties into Castor and stuff. I guess we'll see. All right, see you guys for that on the next one. Wow, good one.